All right. Hello, everybody. Yo!
Yo, what's good?
Hey, Phil. Oh my God, it's you. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back from building a gazebo that didn't get
Oh
finished.
my God. Okay, we're definitely gonna get back into that. But hey guys, how's it going? My name is Mark. What are you doing?
Fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah, the whole from
All right.
the top, everybody.
Justin, that's Mark.
Fuck.
And I'm Philip.
And you're watching or listening to episode
That's
497 of DangIT Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. Ooh. It's funny because I don't believe people can actually hear that like on like the other side. Whenever like like that, like I don't think they can. I don't think they can quite hear that. Just based on
no,
like,
they can't.
I don't believe so.
That's funny because this whole time I thought they could.
That's what I thought.
That makes the joke even funnier.
Truly.
Yeah, like even I don't hear it. And that's weird. Like, I don't know if that's like a separate setting on Discord. Just for full transparency for everybody, we do these on Discord. It just makes it easier just to capture everyone's screens. But whenever people are like adding in sound effects, for the longest time, I have not heard them. Even though the playback should be playing like through here.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously I can do exactly that. I can like make like noises here and there. I just don't hear it either.
What?
But I mean, maybe
You remind me of Duck Game, and it's very funny.
Oh my God, dude, that was a fun bit. We did a recording for a Duck Game for full transparency there, and that was a lot of fun. I did not know that was a game that existed.
And you know what? I'm assuming you didn't get to talk about this last week, but guess what, Justin? It is a game that's not going to exist.
Oh, you're right. Why is that? What happened?
It actually ties into Rooster Teeth, unfortunately.
Oh no! God, dude.
Warner Brothers sucks. They just suck. I almost dropped my one F-bomb on them, but they're not worth it.
They're not worth it, bro.
Warner Brothers sucks, dude. Like so not only did they use Coyote versus Acme as a tax write-off, all right, that's strike one.
All right.
Strike two, they got rid of Rooster Teeth.
Yeah,
right?
They did that.
Strike three, they're getting rid of Adult Swim games.
Oh, they actually own that?
Adult Swim is Cartoon Network is Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay, all right.
They are shutting down Adult Swim Games, which is their indie line. And unfortunately, that means all of those games are going to be delisted off of every store page. And according to one of the developers, I forgot which game that they made with them, they're not even cool to give them the rights back to the developers. They're just going to let it go.
Oh, no.
Bro,
is there a reason why they're doing that? Like...
money. To save money, not keeping those games up.
I mean, like they can give it back at the very least if it's not helping them.
That's what I'm saying. But big games that are going to be affected by this. I know Alnaya loves Battle Chef Brigade. That game is really good. The one game that we just talked about, Duck Game, is part of that list. That was in Adult Swim Games. So that physical copy is already rising in price, dog. It's my copy's already going for almost $100 now.
Oh,
that's crazy. And then another big one, the one that people are really mad about, is Samurai Jack Battle Through Time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That game is going to be delisted on all storefronts. So,
oh my God,
you can't play it on Apple Arcade anymore once it's done, because that was the only way to get it, through a subscription service. And then you can't. I have a physical copy of it, so I can play it. But like the thing is, like, once it's gone, it's gone. Like you can't play them anymore.
That's
they're gone. So they're still up. I think they're going to be up for the next like 40-ish days. So Steam, but here's the kicker: they're not even putting them on a sale. They're just like,
they're just like,
so
when it's gone, it's gone,
weird, dude. Yeah, I was like, that's such a slap to everybody. Like that, why? Like, what are they doing at Warner Brothers? What is this?
Who's making those decisions? I mean, like the first thing I've really heard that like people were really negative about was just the shift towards like live service games, and valid, but like this.
It's just like it seems like every piece of Warner Brothers divisions is getting like something done. And it's weird. Like, it's the movies, it's the games. I'm scared to find out if Warner Brothers Records is about to do something weird too. So I don't know, man. There's something else right now. It's kind of hard for me to go, man, I want to see Dune and then give them money.
Oh,
like
yeah.
It's tough because I do want to go see Dune Part 2. I've never even seen the first one. But
Same.
I think the first one's on Max, I think.
The first one's good.
I heard the original is good, so I've never seen the original either. But yeah, that's unfortunate, man, because you and me and I were playing Duck Game, and that game is fun. That is one of the best like couch multiplayer, like competitive multiplayer games ever. It's so good. It's up there with like Towerfall. Towerfall is up there too.
All right.
Speaking of which, we should play Towerfall on one of those videos as well. Towerfall's a good one.
There's a lot of like cool multiplayers that we should definitely like try out.
I do want to say that when I first messaged this to you guys on the chat, I mentioned the game that was going to be affected, Rain World. That game is really cool. It's got like this really pretty like pixel art style. Here's the thing. Apparently they bought the rights back for that game in 2022. They bought the rights back.
Oh.
So it's not going to be affected. You can still play it on Switch, PlayStation, whatever.
Oh, okay. How do you spell that?
Good on them.
Just Rain World?
Rain World, yep.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I've seen this one before.
Okay. So that one is not going to be affected by this. There's one more game that I kind of want to bring up since Mark's here. Because guess what, Mark? One of those games is a Double Fine game. And Double Fine is an Xbox studio. So if you've never played Headlander, it's a Metroidvania with the gimmick of you have to remove your head and attach another head to get a new power. It's by Double Fine, so it's by the team who did like Psychonauts and whatnot. So that game is really cool. I wish it had an Xbox physical copy. It does have a PlayStation through limited run a long time ago, but a long time ago means prices went up. And it is on Game Pass because it's a Double Fine game. Like Microsoft made sure to put all of those on there. So if you don't have the chance, I would say play that or buy it at this point because that game is pretty cool. It's not like the 10 out of 10 game or anything, but it's pretty fun. It's interesting.
All right.
It's a huge like Warner Brothers. Why are you doing this? It makes no sense.
It's crazy because they also made that announcement for what was the fighting game? Multiversus.
Oh my god. Okay.
And
that's coming back.
Yeah, so that's one saving grace, but like it almost feels like at what cost?
Kind of.
I was wondering what happened to it.
Almost, yeah.
It almost was a saving grace until you realize, oh wait, no, that's just another live service.
You almost feel like or wonder if that's like connected in any way. It probably isn't, but like you gotta wonder like what's going on everywhere else.
That did happen this week. Yeah, we can talk about that a little bit. I totally forgot. I did watch the trailer. It's not much. It's really just them telling us that, hey, we've been gone, we've been listening. They upgraded to the Unreal Engine 5.
That's actually pretty sick. All right.
It's gonna have crossplay. It's going to have rollback netcode, which it desperately needed. That. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. All of your whatever you've purchased and whatnot, you'll still have when the game relaunches in May 28th.
That's probably good.
I did see some new things in there. Well, in the trailer, I saw LeBron's getting his own stage. He's getting the basketball court stage from the New Legacy Space Jam movie.
Okay, all right.
Game of Thrones is getting a stage, and I was like, okay,
whoa,
okay. And then I think Marvin the Martian was the new character they announced.
I think so. Although I might have.
I don't know if he was already in the game, but I don't recall if he was already in the game, but yeah, that they made it seem like he was the new character. So, but they showed concept art, Justin, and I immediately I was like, ain't no way they're gonna add them to that game. That's actually really sick, and it's been something that they've been like people have been asking for, and it's like older Cartoon Network stuff, dude. Thank you.
Oh,
thank you, dude. The first concept art was the city of Townsville's City Hall, and I'm like, get out of here.
No way.
I was like, no way, dude.
City of Townsville.
They bring back
Powerpuff Girls.
They bring in Mojo Jojo.
I was going to say Mojo Jojo.
Yes. You've been a bad monkey. I know.
I know.
And they proceed to beat the hell out of him.
Beat the living shit out of him.
Beat open his head case. Do you see his brain?
Not Matthew Lillard beating him. No.
Yo.
And then man looking like a beat up tube of toothpaste.
And then the second one took me a minute, but once I saw the top corner silhouette, I was like, oh my god, it's Dexter's laboratory. Holy crap, dude.
Back to the lab again.
We're in.
Let's
there.
go.
DD incoming.
I'm telling you right now, though. Just put Samurai Jack in that game, I'm in. Look,
Man Dark.
I'm a simple man to please. Just put Samurai Jack in the game, and I will main him. I will buy whatever I need skins for him. I don't care.
But could you imagine they put in Man Dark and he's telling it's just ah ha ha.
They will.
That'd be so
200%. They would do that.
Yeah. I mean, I only got Batman in that game because I wanted the 1993 animated series skin, and he has it.
That's true.
And I'm like, so good. It's so good.
I gotcha.
But, like, I feel like Multiversus is unfortunate because it is a really, really good game. Oh, it's also getting a PvE mode. I probably should say that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually really good too.
Yeah, it's getting a... yeah, or like it's a something. I don't know exactly what it is. They didn't show it. But it sounds like it's like all of us can connect together and then play this PvE mode. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the updates are good. Everything sounds really cool. They didn't really show much. They said in the coming weeks that are going to happen, they're going to show more and more. So
more new characters.
Yeah, they said they have a handful of new characters they're going to launch with the relaunch. So we don't know.
Gotcha.
But again, I was gonna say it feels like this studio really wanted to do this right, but then it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it's under Warner Brothers.
They wanted to make sure this game got monetized the hell out of. So
that's fair.
So
it's also that Warner Brothers itself. This probably doesn't only apply to Warner Brothers United States because there's also Warner Brothers in literally every country all over the world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would explain why in some of the earlier leaks for Multiversus upcoming characters they were adding, they saw a certain name floated in there. People were like, huh? And that would be Naruto.
Huh?
That would be
I was like, oh wait, Warner Brothers Japan, that's right.
If they would have kept Rooster Teeth, we would have got Ruby characters in there eventually.
I was thinking about that, but they are trying to sell that off.
We could have got Wiz and Boomstick.
Oh,
shut the.
That would have been fire.
That reaction is priceless.
Hey, no, a real death battle.
A real death battle. Wait, if that's the case, why aren't they in Mortal Kombat? Wait a minute.
You know what? I am shook that Mortal Kombat is not represented in that game somehow.
It probably will be at some point.
Some point.
It'd be really funny to see Rick from Rick and Morty fighting Scorpion.
That's so funny. I think
get over here. Why don't you get over here?
I think it's in the fact they've done like cross work animations here and there that they could probably do it.
Where's that Quest for Camelot representation? You know what I'm saying, fellas?
Quest for Camelot.
Oh my god.
We'll see, but yeah. Otherwise, we can't.
Where's the Friends representation? What is this?
Friends.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to play as Joey. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to do the down smash with Chandler. Edge guard with Ross.
It's Edge guard with Ross, homie. I only do aerials with freaking. Oh my god, I can't remember her name. Oh, with Phoebe. There it is.
With Phoebe.
Yeah, I only do aerial combos with Phoebe. You know, she's really anti-air and everything.
Not anti-air.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Ross can absolutely whiff your recovery by throwing his
whiff your recovery. It's wild.
By throwing his monkey at him. What's his name? What is this monkey's name again?
Oh my god, is it? Oh, it's not Maurice, is it? No,
I was thinking it was Maurice. That's what I thought it was.
It's the monkey that always played that one song on the stereo, right? Like,
yeah, the little capuchin monkey.
Yeah. It's the one that became an actor.
I feel like his name's Maurice.
It's the one that became an actor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Why do I know so? Oh, you know what? I lied. I know a lot about Friends because Katrina's one of her favorite shows, Friends.
Of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
When are we getting my gym partner's a monkey in Multiversus?
Oh, brother, you won't get that. If they ain't gonna put Infinity Train, I don't want to hear it.
What about Scoutmaster Lumpus?
Yeah, are they not gonna put in Chowder or like?
No,
yo, Chowder, especially Chowder. Yeah.
Over the garden wall representation, or I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
Or regular show. Where the hell is that at?
Oh my god.
Skips.
I mean, they have a lot potential to expand like multiverses this way.
No, I need Muscle Man. Like that'd be so good.
Oh no, bro.
Oh my god.
You
know who else is a superhero?
My mom.
Actually, it's my mom.
Actually, it's my mom.
Oh my god.
Better hit him straight with his forward aerial fives.
I'm gonna try out the game again for sure.
Yeah.
It is a really good game. That's an actually really good game, and it's free to play and all this other stuff. And it's like every week you get to try new characters if you're doing it that way. Like I liked the game when I was playing it. I was playing it for quite a bit. I was actually really disappointed. They were like, now we're gonna take it down, but it's coming back.
Yeah, no, they're just cooking with it.
But like Warner Bros., I still don't accept it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good game, but that doesn't make up for everything you're doing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, gotta acknowledge that.
Your crimes have not been forgotten.
No. No. Them killing off Batman and kill the Justice League in ISIS style, that kills me.
Ooh.
He did not deserve that. No.
Relax.
No, like that was the big controversy, is that he just goes and it's just like, wow, that's one of Kevin Conroy's last performances, huh? Like,
yeah,
he went out with a bang.
I guess.
No, that's a terrible bang.
I guess the issue is that like they could try and make it like overly dramatic, particularly for Batman, but that might be a little bit too on the nose.
Maybe
for the reference. But I guess they wanted to really stick with just that, like that whole vibe about it. So I don't know. That the Suicide Squad game is already controversial as it is, and just how it is. Yeah. I mean,
Abraham is in the chat. What's good, Abraham? Debating on whether or not to get Helldivers or play Rainbow Six Siege. I'm gonna answer that easy. Get Helldivers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
For democracy, brother. For democracy.
For liberty.
Yep. For justice.
Also, Yuri like voices like a very numbered lines there, so by all means. I
need really quick. Did you know? Okay, apparently this is a big thing, and people are upset about this. Justin, explain to me why people would be upset about Metaphor D ReFantazio being rated T.
They there for the extra content, you know. Whatever puts it over M. I actually don't know. Like, I guess it just means it doesn't have like the tones that people are like known for singing in both Persona and also Shin Megami Tensei. I don't know.
But it's not an SMT game.
I get it, but it's like,
I think
it kind of like it's just by association.
I think the problem is when people hear like, oh, it's from the Persona team. You're like, it's a Persona style game. No.
Yeah, they're doing something different.
They can do new things, guys.
Nah,
Like we can make new games. It's fine. Like
yeah,
it doesn't always have to be rated M.
I guess you can't even say it's like it might take away from like any potential fan service in the game, because people go up in arms when it comes to fan service and censorship, but that's not Persona either, per se.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what I look at it as, oh cool, that means more people get to play an RPG. I don't know. Like, it's not gonna be like it'll introduce a little bit younger people to RPGs if they've never played one.
I guess so.
If they're into it.
Yeah. I guess I haven't really considered like the ratings for a good long while. But...
I mean, it doesn't really matter nowadays, but like I know personally, like when I was younger, I was always trying to get through rated M games, or trying to get or buy them.
Yeah, and it was just never really an issue like with my upbringing either.
Yeah.
I do remember watching Tropic Thunder though. That was crazy.
Oh,
that was wild. They were asking for my ID, and I guess my brother commented that smart enough, you didn't say like where your ID was coming from. You just said you forgot it.
Everyone is very PC nowadays. There is no such that movie could never have been made.
Yeah, that's true. It was era of the time.
That's how I feel about like a lot of Mel Brooks's old films. Like if he would have came out with something like The Producers, and they started playing that Springtime for Hitler musical, people would have been up in arms nowadays. Like, well, but the best example of that would be his movie Blazing Saddles. You can definitely not make a movie like that anymore. Speaking of which, Justin, they're gonna put that movie in theaters. You were there for the ad, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, when we went to go watch Final Fantasy VII, there was an ad for it. They're gonna do it in theaters.
Yeah.
Funny, you cannot make a movie like that anymore nowadays. But it's one of the first movies to do fourth wall breaking. It's not the first one, but there's a lot of fourth wall breaking. It's really funny.
Okay.
It is rated R though for a reason.
Understand.
Yes. Other than that,
I don't think there wasn't too much. I mean, aside from like Mario Day, right? Should we talk about that?
Mario Day. Do you want to do pickups first?
Sure. Yeah, I can go ahead and get started. Are yours like kind of accumulation from like this week and last week?
Yeah. Okay, but it's only 3.
Same here. I got 3 as well.
Not gonna spoil it. I was waiting for a limited run package that is on the way, and it would have been really cool if it showed up, but it's not showing up till next week. And yeah.
Oh yeah, and the different circumstances next week. Gotcha.
Yeah, different circumstances for next week. So
I gotcha. Here, I'll go and show you these guys. I wasn't able to show them off last week, but I got some new Amiibo. I shouldn't get Amiibo, but I got a new Amiibo regardless. We got the Wolf Link Amiibo right here.
Yeah,
we got the Guardian Amiibo. This big honking dude right here.
Yo, that one is really cool. That one, I love that. You can just pose, like, make him pose and do whatever you want.
Yeah, I like how they just kind of give him like a bit of terrain as well, like up here.
Yeah, for the base, it looks cool. Yeah, I have a little tiny shelf behind me where it's just all my Zelda ones in one like area, and he sits in the corner.
Yeah.
He's just like, I have him. I have his arm over like this, and I have a little bokoblin in front of him. Like,
oh yeah, that's cool. I think it's cool that you're seeing Nintendo now. This is actually part of the news of this week too, that they're doing some reprints of stuff. I saw that the wedding, like the Mario Odyssey amiibos, got reprint. I was like, whoa!
I love those. So I was really hoping they had a better like look to it, because if Peach wasn't looking like she was scared or something or surprised, I would have used those for our wedding toppers.
Oh my god!
I would have done it. And it would have been really cool. And Katrina was down. But then when we really look at it, Peach is like, the whole point is like Mario's on one side and Bowser's on the other. And it's Peach is like this, like, oh my god, what do I do? Like, so it doesn't really make sense for the wedding. But it looks cool. It looks cool. You might see him on my screen. Right there.
Oh, yeah, I do see him. Was the door also?
Spot. No. The door is... Okay. Do you really want me to explain the door?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. It's actually a running joke with my friends and me
Okay.
So like everybody knows I'm Cuban, right? Like I'm half Cuban. Okay. We used to joke around a lot in high school that my family came floating. My family came floating on a red door.
Oh my god.
From Cuba to Florida. Okay, yeah. Because the story is my family did leave illegally, but they like everyone when I say that, people are like, oh whoa, they like they have this image of like they were like pulling a Mission Impossible and dipping on like boats and stuff. No, man, they just came in an airplane. They just left without like papers or anything. Like they left like normal human beings. Is that what you want me to tell you?
I mean, I feel like you should ask me that question.
Yeah. So the joke is just the red door.
I got
and we were honestly, and there was actually a point in time where we wanted to have our main door in the house red, just for the for the laugh.
But I like before you told me that story, I always thought like, is this something about like Mario Odyssey? Was there a big red door somewhere? I know there was probably the big wedding door, but that's it.
I really use it as a little backdrop. It was a joke. It was a housewarming gift because like, hey, look at this red door.
Okay.
I'm like, I hate you. I love it, but I hate it.
Hate y'all.
But I also my current band name is Chico and the Red Doors. So
Chico and the Red Doors. It's good.
It's pretty funny. So, but yeah, that's my Mario amiibos.
Gotcha. Fun. I'm trying to see what else was like in stock, but I might not be able to see.
They've been reprinting a lot of them. I noticed on Pokemon Day they reprinted all the Pokemon ones, right?
I saw a couple of them, maybe not all of them per se, but maybe okay.
Yeah, they're doing it based on like specific days, and like right now, what is it? Isn't it Duck Hunt is getting reprinted?
Yeah, Rob. I think Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard was part of Pokemon Day.
All right.
Yeah, and then Mario Day, they reprinted a bunch of the Mario ones.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like, yeah, they're just using the days as an excuse.
I got no space.
I'm gonna assume that the Princess Peach one and whatnot are gonna be reprinted next Friday for Princess Peach Showtime.
Oh, smart.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
You got the Daisy one, right? I'm pretty sure.
I do. Which one? I have Daisy from the Mario line and I have Daisy from the Smash line.
Oh yeah, both. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the Smash line.
Okay. Because if the Mario line of amiibos, they kind of look more like Super Mario Brothers, like they look like that world.
Mm-hmm.
On Smash, they have the more like realistic details, like her dress has like the actual like detail stitching and whatnot.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, like what she looks like in Smash, basically. Like,
makes you wonder what they're going to do. Like, obviously, it's very nice for them. It's a good gesture for them to reprint these amiibos, but it makes you wonder if they had any other like plans aside from just getting it for collectors and whatnot.
I just got back. What are we talking about?
Amiibos.
We were just talking about the amiibos still.
Okay. Who's amiibo specifically in question?
There's a couple. They've been reprinting them since Pokemon Day. Like Pokemon Day, they were printing a lot of the Smash Pokemon line stuff. So it's like Pikachu, Mewtwo. I saw in their Charizard, Squirtle, Ivysaur. And then Mario Day, they were reprinting like a lot of the Mario line ones and Mario Smash ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then right now, I think it's like Rob, Duck Hunt. I forget the other ones. They're not. Funny enough, they're not doing Mr. Game & Watch. That's one that people really want.
Interesting.
But I'm assuming that would require a lot more work because that requires
Mr. Game & Watch.
Well, because if you've ever seen the Amiibo, I'm not going to pull him up because he's up there. But he's like he's literally flat, like he's 2D. But you can remove him from the stand, and he comes with other poses. So you can put the other one instead if you want that one.
Because of course he does.
Yeah.
It's just too much work.
Comes with 4 figures for just one Amiibo.
Gotcha.
Honestly, with the current technology that we have now, you could totally just make a miniature hologram of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, if he slides in his stand, then maybe you could just 3D print the Mr. Game & Watch.
I was thinking of doing that for 3 of those so I can put up the other poses, but But like, yeah, I'm glad my Smash line is over. It's fun. It's fun to look at it.
Gotcha.
You know, seeing seeing Mario #1 all the way to Sora is such a crazy, like,
so surreal.
It's a pipe dream, dude. It's a pipe dream. And it's like, it basically represents my love of video games. Like, it's all the franchises I love. For the most part, you know, Minecraft's there, but that's not true. I like Minecraft, but like, yeah, like it's really cool. It's just really cool to look at all these characters together.
And
it's like, where the hell were you ever going to get a figurine of Duck Hunt? Like, come on.
Like never, dude.
Yeah, like you look at some of these characters and you're like, when were you ever going to get someone like Duck Hunt, Mr. Game & Watch? I would say Rob, but technically he's already a toy. Yeah. But like, what's a good one? The Miis. When were you going to get real figurines of the Miis? Like, get out of here. Like,
oh, also that Pikmin one. It's not. I don't think that was the Smash like specific one, but it was just like a general all the Pikmin.
The one where they're like on the rock.
Yeah.
Shut up. Where?
I could have sworn I've seen it on sale like around this week. But also just to say like that's a cool one as well.
I missed out on that one. Hold on. From a while back, I missed out on it.
I'll have to probably just do a more like particular search for it.
Oh, it's on Amazon.
Oh, really?
No, that's scalper price, $43.
Oh, never mind. Oh,
yeah. But it's an Amiibo I missed out on. That Amiibo is kind of useless, like functionality wise, but
it also is a really nice design. So
it is, but it's for this game.
Is it for? Oh, is it? Hey, Pikmin. Oh,
yeah. It's for this game. It doesn't get used for anything else.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're broken. Yeah. I don't want to play with you anymore. Andy, no. Hey. Bye, Pikmin.
See, like, there it is. I don't know if you can see it on the picture, but it's like there's the Amiibo-ish.
Oh, I see it.
Now, Buzz, we got to get back to Andy, so that's why we have to do this. Domain expansion. Reach for the sky.
Don't need an expansion.
Domain expansion. Snakes in my boot.
Was that the only pickups you got?
No. Those were just the Amiibos.
Okay. Well, what do you two can play at that game? Domain expansion to infinity and beyond.
You just make Toy Story 5? Are you a Pixar writer?
Sorry, I was thinking about the obligatory like Woody holds back Sora real quick.
Oh yeah, I don't care. You have my friend.
Have you guys?
You seem like someone who's never been loved before.
Yeah, so cold, dude.
Dude, there's so many of the Domain expansion memes. It's so funny.
It's good. I like it.
Have you seen the one of Mickey Mouse?
Oh yeah, it was the Playhouse, right? Domain. Or no, it was the House of Mouse.
It's like a public domain expansion. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Oh my god.
But here. I got more pickups here. I'll go ahead and just like go back to back because some of them are like ones I've already gotten before, but they had to get replaced, and I mean just one. And it was
domain expansion.
It was the Shantae one. That is
yeah, boy.
It seems it's oh my god, limited run number 3. Sheesh. But they reprint these guys for like the PlayStation 5, so I decided to go with a Shantae collection from that side. You
already answered my question without even asking it. I was gonna say number 3 for what, and I was like, the PS5 line. Got it.
So what had happened was that I ordered this guy like over a year ago, I feel.
What had happened was...
Yeah, and they just got like their stocks and like shipped it over. When I got mine, I didn't really notice it until I opened it up, but it had like a puncture wound around like the disc ejection spot. The top case like had like plastic like completely like ripped out. I'm not sure what happened. It must have just got like dropped really hard. So I just went to Best Buy and got it replaced, and now this is technically the second pickup to replace it. So
nice.
So
well, at least it's there though. At least it's in good condition. That's good.
It's good. So now I have the complete collection so far. Now,
so far until Shantae Advance comes out.
Yeah, in that case, like that's like, oh, well, I don't see a PlayStation 5 now, so we'll just jump on the Switch now. Or no, they have the. Oh, okay.
It's coming to all the consoles.
Cool.
It's coming to the Game Boy Advance first because they wanted to actually release it as originally intended. But they announced that it's coming to all consoles.
That's pretty valid, though. I get that.
Yeah, they're gonna use the Carbon engine to port it. So I'm like, okay, which cool because honestly, as much as I think it's cool to own the GBA cart, I kind of have all my Shantae games on Switch, and I kind of just want to keep it like that.
That's crazy because the Carbon engine's like referenced like right here.
Yeah, it's Limited Run's own engine.
Sick.
They have their own team that's like in there. They actually port and use that engine to port. Basically, the engine's sole purpose is to accurately run a game, like as accurately as possible, and even minor enhancements, or even Japanese games, and retranslate the whole game in English. So, like for instance, another game that uses it is River City Girls 0. But that's because that game is not a River City Girls game. It's a what is it called in Japan? The River City series is called Kunio, the Kunio-kun series. Yeah. So it's a Super Nintendo Kunio-kun game, and the girls first appeared in that game. So they now redubbed it that.
Gotcha.
They used the Carbon engine to bring it over to America, basically. It's what they're doing with when it comes out, Clock Tower Remastered.
I see.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that one, dude. One of the first survival horror games. Oh my god, in English, finally. Oh my god, I'm ready. That one's gonna be cool.
And then also, because it was just there, and I feel like I would never see this physical copy anywhere else, I decided to get a copy of Cadence of Hyrule right here. And
let's go.
I got to try it out. It's very interesting. It does kind of fall between like the rhythm, like bass, like combat, but also there's a little bit of puzzle solving too. And so it's just kind of an interesting blend of the two. I gotta play a little bit more of that. And of course, what came out, I think it was it was last week. Unicorn Overlord as well. Just make sure to get that because you can already tell that it's getting sold out over in Japan.
Yep.
So it's like, oh.
Yep. And it's a Vanillaware game too. So like those games, man, those are great.
But that's it.
Vanillaware literally does no wrong. Like every time they make a game, it's a different genre and it's always good. Like, man, that demo was cool. So I'm really looking forward to trying to pick it up myself. Have you actually played it though?
I have not yet.
Okay.
So you got pickups on your end too, right?
Yep, I got 3. But I was gonna say before you go into Unicorn Overlord, just a big word up or heads up, it is not Fire Emblem.
I know, I gotcha.
Yeah, a lot of people like expected that game to play like a Fire Emblem style tactics game. It's more like real-time strategy. So I do have 3 pickups. I got a PS5 pickup and I got some Wii pickups.
Okay.
So I kind of want to go with my PS5 one first because I was kind of on a whim. I wasn't really gonna do it, but honestly, I was looking online and I was like, "Yo, they don't have these copies anymore. Like, why?" And it's getting harder to find. And this was the only version of the game I was ever gonna buy because it has everything on the disc, and that is, I finally have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll play it eventually, but Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition.
Oh, everything on the disc, bro.
Everything on the disc.
Oh, that's cool. Oh my god.
2 discs.
Oh, I don't know why I thought I saw like 3.
No. 2 discs. 2 discs.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I was gonna say.
It has everything on disc, so there's no download code, no nothing. It is complete on disc. That includes the Burning Shores DLC and all of its updates. So,
all right.
I've been really wanting to play it, but I was just like, when they announced Burning Shores, I was like, oh, this is exactly what they did with the first game when they announced the Frozen Wilds. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it see if they'll do a complete edition, and I'm glad I waited. But I have Horizon finally. I have Horizon 2.
Very nice, very nice.
And then I know we were talking about it on a couple podcasts ago, but I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely like, why out of all the Nintendo IPs that exist, it could have been an F-Zero, it could have been a Star Fox, but they're choosing Endless Ocean. Like, I don't understand. And I realize that I don't own the games.
Oh,
so I bought them both.
So I bought both of them.
My sanctuary.
They were really cheap. I think like this was like $6 flat.
Oh my god!
And it's in mint condition too. There's no scratches or nothing. It's just
$6.
Just $6. And then the other one was a little bit higher.
It's like
but like
12,
15,
$15.
Why? Get out of here. Yeah. I needed to understand why of all the games, not only is it not a remake, it's a brand new game in this series. So I'm really curious what these are, because I looked up reviews, Justin, and let me tell you, they've got high reviews, and I'm like, what the hell? They're scuba diving.
It's a vibe game.
It's a vibe game. So like, I actually, before this podcast, I actually had Endless Ocean in my Wii, and I was playing it for a bit. And yeah, it's definitely a vibe kind of game. Like, you are, so far, there's some objectives. You can choose to do them if you want, but it's like you're just basically swimming. You're just swimming along. You're exploring this open world. You're like, wow, I see something. Let me go over there. And you're like, look at these new fish that I can document in my encyclopedia. And you can pet the fish. You can pet the sea life. You can
pet
like
them.
Feed them, and you can get like, it is a very Nintendo game. Like it's not even developed by Nintendo, it's developed by Eureka, but it's so weird. I'm genuinely curious. Like, so I need to put more time into the first one, and then if I beat it, I'm gonna go into the second one. But I really want to play these before Luminous comes out, because I'm really curious as to what they're gonna do. Apparently, a functionality that I kind of wish I could try, but it's not working anymore because it has the Wi-Fi, but the logos.
Mm-hmm.
You could play this entire game with a friend.
What?
All the way. You guys can literally dive and explore together.
Full on co-op.
From beginning to end. Like, and I'm like, that's really cool. Now, the new one's gonna have 30 players where you can do that.
Jeez.
But I'm just like, that is really cool. Like, I'm kind of down. And like, the music's really chill. It's super it's a very relaxing vibe kind of game. Like, you just play. It's also a game that really like utilizes the Wiimote. Like, and I don't mean it like sideways Wiimote like an NES. Like, I'm serious. You hold it like a controller, and you're just playing. That's it. You're just moving around. Whoa. You're pointing. You tap A to tap on things. You're holding B to swim. That's it. You're just moving around, and you're just like, damn, this is so relaxing. And I'm just like going.
Oh my god!
It's definitely. It's a vibe. It's a vibe kind of game. I'm kind of curious to see what. It's also a really good looking Wii game. Like, it looks really clean for a Wii. It's Mario Galaxy levels of like, man, the sea life looks crazy under here. Like, but I'm curious to play Luminous now. I'm curious about Luminous because out of all the games this year, Princess Peach and Endless Ocean are the actual two new games that are not like remakes.
Yeah.
So interesting. Just an interesting thought. And as a Nintendo, as my goal for collecting is to just have every first party Nintendo game, these have been on my list to get anyways. And I've been recently collecting Wii games. So everything kind of just lined up. And I was like, you know what? I gotta get these random Nintendo games. Like, I gotta do it. I'm kind of thinking about picking up a lot, like soon, picking up a lot of their casual stuff.
Hmm.
Like a lot of their casual stuff. I'm talking like all the Brain Age games. I'm talking like the ridiculous, like there's a DS game published and developed by Nintendo that just has 100 classic novels on it, and it's just for reading.
I remember that.
It's a thing.
That's weird, but all right.
It's like a DS library of classic novels.
Mm. Here, Katrina, you can have this.
Yeah. There's that. There's another DS game that's like personal trainer chef. It's just a cookbook.
It's not even Cooking Mama. It's just a cookbook.
No, it's literally the whole point is you plop your DS up in the kitchen with you, and you can literally cook things using those ingredients.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Hold on. There's some practicality in there.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And then the original Clubhouse games. I want to pick that up.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that was a DS game. Remember, people forget, but the Switch game is a sequel to the DS game. So like, there's a lot of casual stuff I kind of want to pick up, just because it's first party and it's just like.
And they decided to go that route. Yeah.
There's the crossword game. You ever see that one?
No.
It's just playing crossword puzzles.
I need my daily fix each morning of crossword.
Yeah, like I was just like, why? I'm so genuinely curious. Like I really want to see these. And I think I'm almost done with my Wii stuff too. Now I think about it. When it comes to first party Wii games, I think I'm almost done. It's only a handful left that I'm missing from this list. I need to get Metroid Prime 3 Corruption.
Mm-hmm.
I have that one's with an asterisk. I have the Metroid Prime trilogy, so theoretically I own the game already. But I want the game case and disc that says Metroid Prime 3 because it was originally for the Wii.
Right.
Okay. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn is probably the one that's gonna cost me the most money.
Ooh, you know what? It's not as bad as Path of Radiance for sure, but.
No. But in regards to Wii games,
yeah, I don't think I spent too much on like Radiant Dawn for my friend David, but it's up there.
Actually, there's two games on here that are going to cost me money. That one's one of them. Poke Park Wii, Pikachu's Adventure.
Oh no, not the Poke Park series.
And Poke Park 2, Wonders Beyond. I don't own those.
Oh no.
Oh, I do not own those.
Oh, dude, if they came out of the woodwork with a Poke Park for the Switch, bro.
Poke Park 3, anybody? Scarlet and Violet based?
That'd be kind of nice.
I'd be kind of tight. I ain't gonna lie. Wii Party, because I don't own that game.
Oh yeah, there's a Wii Party.
Yeah, and Wii Play Motion.
Wii Play Motion.
It's the sequel to Wii Play.
I didn't guess that.
Yeah.
I did.
But not a lot of people know that exists. There's Wii Play, and everyone knows that because of the tank game. Like everyone loves the tank game in that one, but it's like nobody remembers Wii Play Motion. It came out very late into the system's life.
Was the Wii Play the one where you can like play different instruments? With multiple,
no, that's like, Wii Music.
Wii Music.
That's Wii Music.
Okay.
I have that one. I have that sitting there. We could do a stream where we could do a recording where we're all trying to play that. That'd be funny.
Okay.
Because like that's all of that music is public domain, so we are good.
All right.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I do not own the original.
Oh wow. Well, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I have deluxe, so that one's not like a high priority, but like. For collection's sake.
Right.
Here's the next one that's going to cost me money, Justin. Kirby's Dream Collection is going to cost me money.
Oh. Ooh.
Because I'm not satisfied if I just get the game. I want the box that has the soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack, bro.
I want the box that has the soundtrack and the art book. So for me, it's like I would like Dream Collection. That's a big one. It's also, it has exclusive challenges that are only on that. Like it's in the Return to Dreamland engine, but it's only on that collection. New play control Pikmin 1. I don't own that.
Oh, new play control.
Yeah, I have all of them except for Pikmin 1.
Crazy.
Yeah. The thing is, like, the lineup, there's like 7 of them, I think, that exist. There was like Donkey Kong, Jungle Beat, Mario Power Tennis, sorry.
Yeah.
Pikmin 1 and 2, and Metroid Prime 1 and 2. I'm at 6. Oh, yeah, and then Chibi Robo. So out of the 7, Chibi Robo's the one that never came to the States, unfortunately.
Damn.
And then in the States, 3 of those aren't even called New Play Control. So, like, Pikmin 2 just released as Pikmin 2, but it is the New Play Control game. And then Metroid Prime 1 and 2 were bundled in the trilogy. So in Japan, they're all sold as the New Play Control kind of thing. So I'm missing that one. I'm missing Donkey Kong Barrel Blast.
Oh.
That really bad racing game? Yeah, I'm missing that one. And then the last 2 is Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games. And Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. Those are the only ones. That one's unique. That one has the yellow case. You ever seen that one?
I don't remember the yellow case.
It's the only Switch game that comes in a yellow box.
Interesting.
Switch? I'm sorry, Wii game. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I got that. I kind of replaced it.
Yeah. Because New Super Mario Bros. Wii is the only one that comes in a red box.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
So that one's the only one that comes in a yellow box. But yeah, that's it. That's all I'm missing. For first party wise. It's really not a lot. I know it took a lot of time to explain some of them, but like it's really not a lot of games. I think if I counted, it's only 12 games left. And most of them are actually kind of cheap. I'm just lazy.
No, I getcha.
Yeah, that one and my Wii U are almost done. Wii U's also like not much. Except Wii U's gonna cost me the most. That's the problem. I'm gonna name you the 2 games that are gonna cost me money, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, damn, you're right." Actually, 3. There's 3 games on that list. It's Game & Wario's gonna cost me money to get. Devil's Third is gonna cost me a ridiculous amount of money.
You could just not on that one.
I know. And Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. That one's kind of rare.
When Phil says he has a mortgage.
That's why, yeah. I have a mortgage, dog. I can't be spending that kind of money. Dog, Devil's Third goes for like $500. Like, get out of here. That's a bad game. Like, it's not even a good game. It's a bad game. It's a rated M published Nintendo game. And that's why people wanted it. And Nintendo let it go to die, basically. So they only did one print. Never happened. Yeah, they did one print of it, and that's it. Like, sorry I didn't pick it up. I was putting away money for my Switch. Like,
I thought you were going to say, I was paying my mortgage.
No. I was, at that time frame when that game came out, the Switch was already announced, and it was about to show up in 2 months. And I was like, I'm saving money to get my Switch. What are you talking about? I don't want to spend money on Devil's Third. A crap game, like.
But how about the collector's aspect?
Well, no, you got me there. Because I'm kicking myself in the ass right now because
the price only quadrupled.
Jesus,
it only gets worse.
Ridiculous how expensive. Look up that. You know what game I'm talking about, Mark?
No clue.
Dude, look it up. It's from the dude who created Ninja Gaiden.
So what I'm hearing is
Hironobu Taka.
It should have been good. It should have been good, is what I'm hearing.
It should have been good. And it's kind of, it's like, it's a so bad it's good kind of game. Like, you're playing it, and you're like, man, this is awful. But, like, it's so funny. Like,
I do remember after the release of the Ninja Gaiden collection, there was word that the studio is considering bringing Ryu back.
Yeah, I know. It needs to. It should.
I was like, Ninja Gaiden 4?
That'd be tight. That would be really cool.
Especially with modern consoles. Ooh.
I don't think people can handle the difficulty though, because those games are tough. Well, no, you know what? Elden Ring and Souls exist.
To be fair, Elden Ring is way more beginner friendly than any of the other Souls games.
That's fair, but people love the Souls games, so I think difficulty isn't a problem anymore. I think they'll be fine.
They found their audience.
Figure it out.
We have Sekiro.
Sekiro.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play Sekiro. I'm waiting for it to come to Game Pass because it's eventually going to come to Game Pass.
Well,
yeah,
Activision, so.
Activision.
Yeah.
That's smart, Mark.
Yeah. Also, just not going to be expensive to pick up, but I just wanted to mention it. I don't have Breath of the Wild for Wii U. Remember that thing?
Oh yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly were
like literally the last Wii U game.
The Wii U?
The last Wii U game, yeah.
Yeah. Also, aka the modable one.
Yeah.
Going out with a bang.
I mean, you're not wrong, but also, who cares about that version when the Switch version was also there? Like
the poor people who could only afford to get the Wii U version.
Listen, it's the Twilight Princess situation.
It is. I was gonna say, Mark, that you're right, because I actually a good friend of ours on this content creation journey we are, Brian, that's how he played it.
That's how Brian played it?
That's how Brian originally played that game. I remember because he was playing on Wii U.
Wow.
Yep. Because he didn't have the money to get the Switch yet, and we went to a party and I brought my Switch and he goes, "Oh my god, you have Breath of the Wild on there, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, you want to see it?" And I was like, dude, this looks already cleaner than the Wii U, and this is the portable.
What?
It's not even docked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's like 720, like always.
It's 720 no matter what, yeah.
And then, they bump it up just a little bit more for Breath of the Wild.
900p on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 1080, almost.
Almost there.
Mario Odyssey is also 900. It's not full 1080.
Is there any game that had full 1080 on the Switch dock?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of like a lot of other games for sure. But like with those first party developers, they're like, let's optimize it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Mario Kart 8's 1080.
Smash on the dock?
Smash is 1080.
Is it? Because maybe it was just my eyes, because I was looking at it, I was like, this could be cleaner.
Smash Brothers runs at a perfect 1080, 60 frames. Does not drop.
Does it not drop?
Nope,
wait a minute.
Not a single drop.
You know for a fact that next Smash is going to be rollback for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, they have to. Well, at least, they should. They should.
It's becoming industry standard now.
Yeah.
Now, Mark, I could be wrong on the fact that Smash could have dynamic
resolution.
It could be a dynamic resolution. I'm not sure. But it does normally tend to stick to 1080. I think it's when you start adding more characters on screen, it might dip a little bit.
What do you mean I can't have the entire roster on screen and have it be perfect?
Yeah, Splatoon is that. Splatoon 2 and 3, they're at 1080, but they are always fluctuating between 900 and 1080 to make sure it keeps the frame rate.
I appreciate that, though.
Yeah. The Mario Odyssey only runs at 900p. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom only run at 900p.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of p.
It's not,
yeah, I was trying to think,
it's not enough p, actually. Wait a minute.
a lot of Wii U to Switch ports, their enhanced versions get the 1080 treatment for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part. I think like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze runs at a full 1080 because a lot of Wii U games only ran 720. So they already look cleaner for the most part on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I think
my wife gets here.
Okay. Hyrule Warriors, I think, is the exception. I think Hyrule Warriors actually looks a little worse on the Switch because the frame rate got increased. They went for performance more than visuals.
Okay. I heard Hyrule Warriors. I heard like it was chugging on the Switch.
Oh, you're talking about Age of Calamity.
There's two of them. Age of Calamity dips.
Struggling.
Yeah. Age of Calamity.
That's a 15 that's a 15 frame per second game.
The thing is, that game is still playable. It's
weird. It's weird. I still like it.
It probably runs better on a computer than it does on a Switch.
Well, yeah.
Well, definitely. So
I'm sure there's footage of someone on a PC who probably
emulated. Yeah, I see.
To the PC and then up to the frame rate data.
The thing is, that game has the benefit of being the Breath of the Wild art style. So it's noticeable, but it doesn't hinder the gameplay experience at all.
Also, interestingly enough, I just saw an article that you sort of about Warriors games. You know, they're still adding DLC to Pirate Warriors 4.
Yes, I saw that. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I saw Gold D Roger being added. I was like, are you kidding? This is still going?
Dude.
Oh, hey, by the way, Fighters for PS5 and Series X is getting a physical copy.
Oh, for the series and place. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 100% getting the PS5 version. I want that rollback netcode, baby. Like,
wait, does that include the other fighters, or is just like the version update?
I think it includes everything on the disc.
Sick.
That's the promising part. I think it includes everyone.
It's for like an Ultimate Edition, essentially.
Yeah, because Xenoverse 2 is also getting a definitive like PS5 Series X version.
I did see that. Yeah.
And guess how much they cost, Justin?
Full 60. Is it full 60?
No.
20?
70.
$20 each.
What the Yo! Yo, they're
steal.
cooking with this.
That's a ridiculous steal. That's a good sale.
Get your wallets ready.
That's a dub.
Pre-order that right now.
If it's all the DLC included and it's only $20,
yeah, I need to verify if the DLC is included or not. But dude, if it is $20 and it's the best version with rollback netcode, get out of here. Like,
I highly doubt for Xenoverse 2 it's only going to be $20. There's too much DLC.
No,
for
dude,
that,
I'm so dead serious. Xenoverse is the one I know it for sure is $20.
But I'm saying there's no way it includes all the DLC. I
think it includes all the DLC up to that point because they're still that game's also getting DLC still.
Oh yeah, Xenoverse 2 has been going for a long time.
Yeah, hold on, let me look it up.
I don't know. I feel at that point they should probably just hold back for a little bit. Xenoverse 2, that's crazy. Let's see.
Yeah, PS5 version comes out May 24th. Series X version as well.
Oh, they have it here. Oh, by the way, Steam's got their spring sale, so just FYI, everybody.
Oh man, my wallet.
My wallet. I can't breathe.
Oh, no.
I mean, usually the big sale for Steam is usually the winter sale.
Yeah, but it's always nice to have like additional like seasonal sales. Which means go buy Atelier Ryza. Or the East Games.
Please.
Thighs save lives. That's just facts.
Ooh, he's spitting.
Wait, is this already out? Can you like actually get this and it comes in?
Are you talking about fighters?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't checked that quite yet.
Well, I'm on GameStop.com. I'm gonna check Amazon, but
I
should probably put some socks on my toesies.
Is it cold? Is it cold in your area? Because it's cold in our area right now.
Nah, because I mean, when my wife gets here, I should probably have socks on my toesies.
The moment she makes contact with your feet, and you're like, ah.
Bro, she will legit say shit about my feet like all the time.
Oh, no, not the feet shaming.
Bro, it's just because she doesn't like feet, even though like I've literally walked barefoot like most of my life in the house.
Oh, she's like my sister. She's like
no way. My cousin's like that.
No, here's the thing, bro. It's just feet. There's no big deal. And she's just like, feet are so gross. So it's just like, it's just feet.
Yo,
my sister has a phobia. Yeah.
That's weird. Nice to have a connection between all of us like that, but like weird.
Bro, she'll sit there like she likes to just do it as a joke. She'll always be like, "You nasty feet." I'm just like, what the fuck?
Okay, real quick, I cannot verify if any of the games actually have the DLC or not.
Nasty ass feet, bro.
Actually, you know what?
There, I'm like, hey, unlike a certain somebody here, I don't have bunions on my feet.
Yo, nasty ass bunions.
Yo, nasty bunions.
Oh, you know what, Abraham? I don't even want to know. I don't want to hear that. I don't care about Overwatch because I love Cowboy Bebop's my favorite anime of all time, and they really sat there and said, "Hey, you want to play Overwatch?" And I was like, "Not even Cowboy Bebop can get me to play Overwatch."
Honestly, I was wondering if I was going to get you to play it or not.
Nope.
I like Overwatch, and I think Overwatch 2 has the potential to be just as fun as the old Overwatch. They just got to work on it.
$25 a skin? Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, no.
$25 a skin.
No way.
Yeah, you got me. Nah.
It better look exactly like them.
Dog, you can pay a little bit less than that and have the actual anime in its complete entirety on Blu-ray.
True, all season 1 of it.
Buy the compilation set.
It's not just season 1, it's the whole series. You can have the whole series.
I know, it's only one season.
Yeah. 26 episodes, right?
Yeah, basically 25.
But Phil, how am I supposed to like play as the Cowboy Bebop skins in first person?
Like, how can I? But Phil, I have to play as my My
got
Spike
Spike.
McCree skin.
My Spike Spiegel.
His McCree skin.
You can't say McCree anymore. That's not his name.
Yeah, it's
I'm sorry, his Cassidy skin.
Yep.
And so that way, when I instead of saying it's high noon, he just says bang.
Bang. That would be cool, but no.
Oh,
I don't approve. But anyway, I was gonna say, you know what? The Dragon Ball talk's actually a good segue for me.
Oh, actually, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk about Toriyama last week.
We already poured our hearts out last time.
I know. It's really unfortunate. I don't have too much to add to whatever you guys have already added, because basically I'm in agreement with everyone, right? That is a legendary artist. Without his work, a lot of things we love would not exist to this day. You know, a lot of people who are influenced by that work it might have been different. Things might have been different. But you know, it's a weird feeling that like a lot of my childhood like revolves around a lot of his artwork, you know, like seeing these games called Dragon Quest when I was younger, and I'm like, man, this looks like Dragon Ball. I want to play this, you know? And then being a big Dragon Ball fan, like I've always loved that whole series. Granted, I really should have caught up with Super more often. Nowadays, I kind of want to now, but like, you know, all of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, I'm in. You got me. I'm in all of those. I have watched all of those. I am very knowledgeable in a lot of that stuff, and it's just it's a weird feeling because I'm always looking forward to the next Dragon Quest, and like to know that that 12 might be his last one, because who knows if he actually finished the work on it. Because Dragon Quest, again, is also one of my favorite RPG series. Even Katrina, who doesn't really care about like, you know, like too much anime or anything, she's played Dragon Quest Builders. She has played something and completed both of those games. She has played something with Toriyama's work in it. Like, he's just that iconic. Like, it is. It is. What's up?
I said, "Oh yeah, man." He's like Toriyama he's in so many people's lives that they don't even realize. Honestly,
that's what I'm saying.
100%.
Like, it's so wild to me, and that sucks. He's gone too young. 68 is not.
Especially by Japanese standards, he should have been around for a lot longer.
Exactly. To kind of go back into the Dragon Quest area, Sugiyama, the composer of the series, there's three people that are responsible for Dragon Quest. All right, Yuji Horii, the game designer, Akira Toriyama, the artist, and Koichi Sugiyama, the composer. The composer passed away. Now, granted, he was
I'm pretty sure the designer's all that's left now.
Yeah, that's it. He made a whole statement about it where he was just like, it's weird that we worked together on every Dragon Quest game ever, and now it's just me.
That's
like, now granted,
dude.
forget his name. I forget his name. The one who's helping with Super and is going to be doing Daima.
Toyotaro.
If I'm not mistaken, he is the next one in line for Dragon Quest.
Yeah, he is Toriyama's successor.
Yes. And Sugiyama also has a successor as well for the music. So it's interesting because I don't know if Sugiyama was already working on music for 12. Nobody knows because 12 was announced but never really shown. It's been a couple years now, so we really don't know what's going to happen. In that regard, you know. And I'm just gonna say, like, when Sandland comes out, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, any of the Dragon Quest, anything with Toriyama's final art pieces, that's gonna hit a lot harder than it should have. Like,
yeah, you have no idea.
Oh,
it's gonna
God.
hit, and when Daima comes out in the States, it's gonna hit a lot.
It's gonna be an event.
If they hit me with that in loving memory at the end, I'm be like,
you're gonna ugly cry from beginning to end. I assure you.
And it's like, I haven't even mentioned the fact that, you know, he even he's the artist for Chrono Trigger, dude.
Legendary game.
That's unfortunate, dude. And dude, it's gonna be even crazier when the inevitable like Chrono Trigger remake or port happens, because that has to at this point.
I would love to continue, but I unfortunately have to go.
Square Enix has no, like, they don't have any excuse at this point. They already remastered so many of their older games. At this point, Chrono Trigger is one of the only ones they haven't touched. So
Definitely deserves it. And I would love to continue with this, but I unfortunately have to go.
No, of course not.
I would love to continue this topic, but like I gotta go. So, Mark, bye guys.
Bye, Mark.
Take care, Mark.
But like, it just, yeah, it really sucks. And where are they at?
Where are they at?
I look at these, and I just go, man.
Oh, jeez,
like,
dude.
Such iconic art. I love Toriyama's like style, the way he makes his characters. The way that all he did to a slime was add a little smile, and he's now the most iconic thing about the series. The mascot. Yeah. It's crazy that we won't probably get this ever again, and that's unfortunate. We really did lose an icon, and rest in peace, Professor. You deserve the peace. You deserve the rest. That's all I really have to say on it. But Justin, Mark's gone.
Yes.
You ready to be Mario nerds?
Sure. Let's go. Let's jump into it.
Happy Mario Day, everybody. Woo!
Belated Mario Day, everybody.
Belated Mario Day.
So in the news, funny? Chris Pratt is
more than likely, but I was gonna say, I think the most interesting part of all this is Nintendo actually acknowledging Mario Day. Like, I think it started off as a meme. Like, it's like, oh yeah, Mario, like, right, duh. But then, in the last couple years, Nintendo's used it for sales. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna put some sales up for these games,
and you know what? Take advantage of those. You don't really get a lot of those sales.
You don't. Those games right now are $40 up until tomorrow, actually. So
now hold on, Ibrahim. There were some announcements made for this Mario Day. There were some announcements that were like definitely credible.
There was a lot of good stuff in there. So I'm gonna take it from the top to bottom, like in the way they announced it. So this is the craziest part about Mario Day. They never go out of their way to announce something crazy for Mario Day. Now, granted, the bird,
yes, yeah,
the bird kind of already leaked some of what was going, or like kind of teased that it was going to happen. But it's the idea that it actually happened. Like, it's like, whoa, Nintendo actually cared about Mario Day and actually gave Mario fans a lot of detail, a lot of news. So let me go from the top to bottom. The Mario movie is getting a sequel, to the shock of nobody.
It was just too successful to really just leave it off the table since then.
Yeah, like, come on. Did you really think it wasn't going to? Actually, I think the more surprising part of that would be, like, I think it's coming out before Zelda. So
the live action, yeah.
We're going to live in a world where 2 Mario movies are out already before Zelda gets its movie. Like, that's crazy. But what's the date? April 2nd or 3rd, 2026?
I guess so. I don't remember that.
They didn't give it a name. They didn't even talk about it a lot. They did exactly what they did with the first Mario movie. Just kind of said, don't worry about it. You'll see when you see it.
We'll have a direct about it. Don't worry.
Yeah. It is being done by Illumination again. Thank God.
That's fair.
If they would have done another studio, it would have been weird. But yes, Illumination's back on track for a new Mario movie. And the only detail we got was that they want to expand Mario's world, or broaden Mario's world. What do you take of that, Justin? There's a lot of takes online, but
well, they've definitely had to take an approach in the movie in order just to like capture like particular set pieces that we have known growing up with the Mario games. So in and of itself, they've kind of had to devise like different worlds. So now it's about like kind of like highlighting some that you didn't really get to see, like the desert areas, for example. Now we got to see a bit of the Yoshi, so we can see a little bit of that. I would love to see the football dudes. The football dudes.
All the charging chucks, that'd be cool.
I want to see those guys.
Charging chucks would be fun.
It'd be cool to see some variant creatures that we've seen in the past too.
Yeah, actually, Abraham, I'm on your side. I think.
Hey, wait, what?
I do. I kind of think it's like you're gonna, there is a Luma in the first movie. They didn't just throw that character in there for nothing.
That's true. We're all gonna die.
Like, Rosalina would be a really cool like way for them to open up into like
interstellar stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Now, here's a fun one. Do you think Bowser's the villain again?
No. Because I think Jack Black is too much of a valuable character just to be placed in the same type of role with just other funny bits. He could do something else now.
I think Bowser is going to be in the movie, obviously, but I don't think he's the main villain.
Yeah.
I think it'd be here's my idea. Throw it out there.
All right.
Bowser is a rival, kind of like Donkey Kong.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he will work with Mario for this one rivalry because the villains would be like Wario and Waluigi.
Mm-hmm. Also voiced by Chris Pratt and Charlie Day.
No, we get the Always Sunny cast back. We do Danny DeVito as Wario, right? And I forgot the guy who plays his son in Always Sunny as Waluigi. That'd be great. Because Charlie Day's already there. Charlie Day's already in the cast. It's perfect. But no, we got William Dafoe as Waluigi. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
It'd be tough to figure out what's
the new next Kung Fu Panda 4 just came out.
He's currently getting the revenue back for that.
Did you hear Tenacious D's cover of Hit Me Baby One More Time?
I did hear a little bit.
It is so unnecessarily good. They did a really good job on that cover. I was like, when I heard Tenacious D is going to make new music for Kung Fu Panda 4, that is not what I had in mind. But yeah, I think the problem is it's hard for me to get excited for the Mario movie sequel when they didn't show me anything.
Yeah.
And it's still just 2 years away.
Yeah. But at least it's a nod that like, oh, we're just working on that now. And it's Mario related, so fair enough.
So I'm ready. Like, it's cool. I'm ready for whenever it shows up. I'll be more hyped and more enthusiastic about it when it actually shows up.
For sure.
But right after they went right into it, baby, because Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door remake comes out May 23rd. We got a release date.
That's good.
That is a lot sooner than I thought it was going to be.
Right? What were you thinking?
I was August.
I think we talked about it too. So I was thinking August too.
I was thinking about like maybe July, August area, but like
May. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be May.
Oh man, no.
But the thing is, like, it's funny because April doesn't have a first-party Nintendo title, but May has two. It's got Endless Ocean at the beginning of the month and Paper Mario at the end.
That's so. Whoa.
So really, Endless Ocean's like the May one because it falls on May 2nd. So like really, it's the April game, kind of.
Wait, does it like kind of land within that week?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I think that's why. Why they're doing it like that. But hey,
listen, it's a lot of time for you just to vibe in the ocean, in time for Paper Mario.
Yep. So cool, right? Paper Mario is going to be the big one. I'm actually really excited. That is my favorite Paper Mario game of all time. To have a full HD remake is just, I never thought would happen. So support it, please. I want Nintendo to understand that this is the kind of Paper Mario we want. I'm not hating on Origami King. I love Origami King. I thought it was great. But it ain't no Thousand Year Door.
Truly, they like both types of like games can exist, but we definitely love Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, like it's like I think I hold Paper Mario 64, Thousand Year Door, and then right under them like Super Paper Mario. I hold those on such a high pedestal. I love those games to death. And then the rest of the series, it's like you're either Sticker Star or you're Origami King. So. Because like, and then in between those is Color Splash. So but yes, I think Paper Mario is gonna be great. That's kind of crazy that we're getting it that soon. It's May is not that far away. 2 months is not a long time to wait.
And that's weird because you mentioned Color Splash, and I was thinking to myself like that is a Wii U title that is not available. they could in this era right now, or this time period of just making remasters.
Hold on to that thought. We're gonna get to that.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna get to that.
I'll finish my thought when you finish yours here.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that because that's also in my thoughts too.
Aye.
But then we got another announcement for a release date, and that is Luigi's Mansion 2 HD for June 27th. So we are getting Paper Mario before Luigi's Mansion.
It's gonna be June.
Where is it at?
It's gonna be June.
Where are you at? There it is. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. There it is.
Aye.
So I always pull up my 3DS games because they're like right here.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The dark side
but
here.
But like, yeah, Luigi's Mansion 2, or I guess in America it was known as Dark Moon. It's now going with the European and Japanese name, which is 2. Which makes sense because they named Luigi's Mansion 3.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
It would be very weird if we got a remaster of Dark Moon and they called it Dark Moon HD and you're like, huh?
Who?
Was that a spin-off? But it is a full-blown remaster. So Paper Mario is a remake. Luigi's Mansion is a remaster. It is just this game, but in HD. For better or for worse. Because this is the weakest Luigi's Mansion game. So I think that the hot topic is that it's $60. Right? It's a $60 re-release. And like, yeah, I kind of get it. But Nintendo's also not stupid. We're dumb. Because we're going to buy it. So like, really, if you really don't want to buy it, then don't buy it. You know what I mean?
That's true. I guess there has to be different decisions made when you do Luigi's Mansion 2 versus Metroid Prime Remastered. And you put those at different prices.
But even that, yeah, Metroid Prime Remastered was $40.
Yeah.
And that game had way more work than this does. Like, it does look cleaner. It does look a lot cleaner in the screenshots. They even actually matched Luigi's model in Luigi's Mansion 3. Like, he has the stitching on his overalls and stuff. That was not on this one. So, you know, they went out of their way to make sure it does look good. It's going to be updated and it's going to look pretty. It's just, I don't know. Like, they didn't add anything. Like, there's nothing new. I was really hoping this had Guigi or something so you can play this in 2-player, like, all the way through. And that's not the case. So it's like they're keeping what is it called? They're keeping the online multiplayer. So that's on there. So you're able to play 4-player online, like multiplayer stuff. But like, that's it. Like, they're not adding anything new. Like, it's just the same game. Now, granted, Nintendo didn't show off any trailers. None whatsoever. So I don't even think they're ready to be shown. I think this is why they went with a partner direct to begin with. Because they were not ready to show those games. So there would have been nothing to do there. But yeah. It seems that we have all of Nintendo's first party games lined up to June. The first half of the year. And that's it. Just the first half of the year.
So whatever they obviously want to make an announcement later on, maybe around June, maybe even prior to that, talking about the later half or the next season, maybe fall season of summer, I guess. Summer season of these games.
I don't know. There's rumors that we're going to direct next month, but that's also just...
Yeah, that's just April. So...
I don't know if they would be willing to do one in April. June, for sure. June is a for sure. Like, they always have one in June. Whether it's a partner direct or...
Phil? Phil? You'll never get to hear his thoughts on the matter. Your time is over. I did want to shout out Ibrahim while we are in this weird stitching. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, no. Funny you should mention Star Wars because the more recent collection for Battlefront, right, was released, and people have noticed some weird things, like the file size. Oh, he just messaged me. He just said that the PC reset it on him. One moment. That sucks. There's been very few occasions where my PC like midstream has like tried to reset on me. It's happened for a bunch of other folks, that's for sure. But anyway, to kind of finish Phil's thought though, so April, June are probable for a direct, but the thing is that we got
Weird.
that was fast. Yo.
Yeah, my PC just reset on me. Like,
did it give you a warning or anything? Like,
no.
Weird.
No blue screen or nothing.
Oh, huh.
That's why I'm saying it was weird.
Like black screen and then just booted itself back up. Gotcha.
Yep. You'll love to see it.
All right.
Sorry about that. Yeah, what was our last end? Luigi's Mansion?
You were at June or something like that for directs.
Hold on, I gotta do the thing I did earlier. 1 minute.
Aye.
There it is. I fixed it on my side. There we go. Okay, cool. No, I'm sorry about that.
That's
so weird. That's so weird. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion. I think it's cool. Look, I am that idiot that's gonna buy it at $60, but at the same time, you're not wrong. That game probably should have been like 50 at least.
50, 40, maybe.
Yeah, Endless Ocean's 50, so I don't know.
Yeah, so like, I guess it is because it's part of the Mario franchise that they're like, we're gonna keep it at 60. This is just me thinking that.
Yeah, but I think Paper Mario is worth the 60. You know what I mean? Like that game is already really expensive on the GameCube now. So, and that seems like it's getting. I don't want to say that. I was gonna say it looks like they have more work putting into that. Let me rephrase that. Because I don't want to just completely just like crap on Next Level Games, because they are the original developers of 2, and that's what they're gonna do this one. And I don't know. I guess I'm just like, I love the Luigi's Mansion games in general, but the idea of playing 2 again is kind of it's alright. I'm still gonna do it. I like Luigi's Mansion, but yeah, but again, this is it. That's all they've got up until June.
Yeah. So we're just gonna wait for more game announcements in June from Nintendo or other places, which is a great segue because we got a little bit of news as to what's going on in June. Do you know about this, Phil?
Yep, Summer Games Fest is back, baby.
That is that's funny enough. I believe that's happening that Friday. That one of our game invention things is happening.
Really?
I think so. Yes. Summer Games Fest is on the 7th. SoCal Gaming Expo is
SoCal
on
Retro,
yeah, that's going to be on the Saturday and Sunday of that week. But prior to that is Summer's Game Fest. That's going to be 2 hours, I think. 2 hours. Just giving you guys an update as to what games are coming out. So, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. I was going to say, it just begs the question, if Nintendo really internally, let's say we take the rumor to truth, right? And they internally delayed the next console till early 2025. I think kind of for sure it's going to be a heavy port and remaster year. I don't think I don't think they have the money and budget to start making new titles out of the get-go. Or if it is a new title, it's another developer that works with Nintendo. Like Endless Ocean is by Eureka. It's not actually by Nintendo. They're publishing it because it's a Nintendo franchise, but they're not the developer.
Yeah. So
that might be the case as well. Which means what do you think we're finally going to see if that's the case? Let's say it actually is a bunch of ports and remasters. What would be some of the ones you want to see
for Nintendo particularly? Let me think. You know what? Because I never played it before, Mario Galaxy 2 would be pretty.
It is.
Yeah.
Why is that game not on the Switch? That makes no sense that Galaxy 1 is on here. Like what? What? Who made that Galaxy brain decision? Like
I don't know actually. There's that one's rough.
It's so weird. But yeah, I would be cool with that. Hell, even if you just sold me Mario Galaxy 2 as is, I'd still play it. I don't care. I'll buy it like that. Don't tempt me.
Okay, I won't. Yeah. Also, of course, we always talk about, I just pulled out the Wolf Link amiibo, so like that, you know, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess.
For Nintendo to hit the emergency button and just finally release those.
I'm fully convinced that they just won't. If not, it'll be at the very last minute.
The thing is, Nintendo is a developer that is widely known for having these games done, ready to go, and they just won't release them until they deem it like,
the time is right.
You know what? There's a little piece of this year where there's like nothing. We can just kind of throw that in there. They did, and there's physical proof of that. New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
The box says 2019 because that's when it came out, January 2019. The credits for that game are 2018 in game. So like they make these games early on purpose. Like how long have they been holding on to Metroid Prime Remastered?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I just don't know. Like they are going to drop these when they want to. Here's another one I want. I said it before and I'll say it again. How are we getting Luigi's Mansion 2 on there, but not my baby boy Luigi's Mansion 1, the best one of the three? Like how? Throw this version on there. That's all. It's the same engine as Dark Moon. Throw that bad boy on there, and then you can have all three games. You can do the Pikmin thing.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Xenoblade Chronicles X should happen, but who knows?
I'm not sure about that one now. We'll see.
If there's truly nothing happening this year after June, then Xenoblade can exist. I think X can exist. I just don't know where you would throw it. Maybe August, maybe July. Because you got to give people time to play that. That's a big boy game. Like that's a big RPG game. Speaking of that, maybe we'll finally get that rumored Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War remake.
I'd like that. I would definitely like that. In fact,
I'm not saying it would be odd. Yeah,
I would like that remake because it is an older game.
Mm-hmm.
These ones that we're talking about are older for sure, but that one's old. So
that would be cool because it's an older game and a remake of a game that we never got.
That's also true. So it'll essentially be brand new.
Us.
Yeah,
it's new to us. I'm trying to think of some other things, but yeah, it's like there's so many possibilities. Nintendo Donkey Kong Country Returns.
That's also true.
Is the only country game not on the Switch. Why?
That's the problem with making those remasters. Like you're pretty much committed to go full send, or you're missing out on that at that point.
What I'm trying to get at is Nintendo can make this smart, because I'm not opposed to a year of just nothing but remakes, ports, and remasters, because that's easy money for them. It's low cost. It makes them a ton of money. Like, come on. I would literally kill for Donkey Kong Country Returns it running at the 60 frames that it did on the Wii, but have the actual controls of the 3DS version with the extra content. That's all I ask for. Like a definitive way to play that game, because there is no definitive way legally.
Right.
I should stress that part, but
yes.
Like there is no legal way to have a definitive version of Returns, and I feel like that's kind of a shame, because like Tropical Freeze is right there in its definitive form.
Now I know what you get. You get Sonic and Secret Rings ported over.
Well, Sonic Generations is still coming this year, so
that's true. Yeah. For the Switch, bro, that's crazy.
First party Nintendo stuff,
yeah.
Please put more GameCube remakes and stuff like that. I don't know what else they would bring, but you know, like if you were to bring me picture this, Justin, Prime 2 and 3. All right. I know 3 is a Wii game, but Prime 2, 3. All right. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD. Then basically that's a lot of the good GameCube stuff already on here.
Aye.
Yep. Bring as many of those titles as you can. They obviously sell.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, do you know what they also could rely heavily on? And it seems like that's what they kind of want to do. The last announcement of Mario Day, because we forgot one more.
What do we miss?
They added to the Nintendo Switch online service three Mario games for the Game Boy app. One Game Boy, 2 Game Boy Color games. And they came out on Tuesday, or I guess Monday night technically. It was Dr. Mario Game Boy version,
Dr. Mario
Golf Game Boy Color version, and Mario Tennis Game Boy Color version. Now, I'm gonna just get Dr. Mario out of the way. Dr. Mario and Game Boy go so well together because it is a portable version of a puzzle game, and puzzle games tend to do big numbers on portable consoles. So that's that version's great. That version is the weakest version of that game, technically, when we already have Dr. Mario on NES.
True.
And I'm not gonna say Dr. Mario 64 because that technically is a sequel. That's a separate game.
Okay.
That's also on here. But if you are going with the original Dr. Mario, the Game Boy and the NES version, they're the same game, just one's in black and white and a little harder to look at. And sounds a little worse because it's running on a Game Boy chip. So theoretically, it's kind of a useless drop for that game. Like, that game does not need to be on there. But, to play devil's advocate, I really like the idea of getting different versions of the games on different apps. Because, you may not have grown up with the NES version. You probably grew up with the Game Boy one, or vice versa. So, and it's just really cool to have the different versions. Like, maybe I just want to play the Game Boy version. I'm already on the app. Why do I want to leave the app? It's right there. And it has 2-player, Again, the NES does 2, but that has 2-player like functionality. So that's kind of cool. There's a versus mode. So that's kind of cool. But the big boy titles in that drop, the big boy titles were Mario Golf and Mario Tennis. Because you know about these games, right, Justin? You know about the portable ones?
Vaguely.
Okay. They are sports RPGs.
I've heard that, yeah.
They are not the same kind of game as their console brethren. The console ones are more for like parties, like multiplayer stuff, like like 3D, like you know what I mean? Like, it's more for like multiplayer purposes. Since it's a portable, they wanted to make sure you had like a solo experience. And those games, developed by Camelot, mind you, so they this is the Golden Sun team. They basically made it 2 different RPGs, one based on golf and one based on tennis. And I mean that in the literal sense of, it is this like academy. You're part of an academy at a school. You play as a created character. You do not play as a Mario character. You play as your own created character, and you play the matches of either golf or tennis, and you will upgrade your points, upgrade your abilities, like upgrade how like your stats on how you play. Yeah, it is an RPG full through and through. And then it's like Pokemon like levels of story. Like, it's like trying to be the best golfer, the best tennis player of all time. Like,
okay.
Yeah, and the music is solid. It's from the same composer as the Tales of series, so
crazy.
So take that what you will with that. But they're good. They play well, and I nostalgically have a lot of like love for Mario Golf Game Boy Color. I used to play that game religiously when I was younger. So having it another way, because I don't own the card anymore, having a way to play that game again, it makes me happy. That makes me so happy. I love that game. And I never had played Mario Tennis Game Boy Color until when I streamed these games. And dude, that game is sick. The game actually plays really well. Like, I was like, oh man, this is not going to work right. No, it is Mario Tennis through and through, just really shrunk down in 8-bit.
Okay.
They're good games. Nintendo, why is Mario Land 1 still not on that console? I don't understand. For Mario Day of all things, you chose Dr. Mario?
I don't know what to say. We know them. They got stuff ready. They got stuff ready.
Justin, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe is sitting right there. They could have used even that. And yeah, it's a shitty version of Mario 1, but it's only because of screen crunch.
Mm-hmm.
But it has the multiplayer. It has the whole point of having that app. It's this really cool 1 versus 1 multiplayer where we could play online and we're racing against each other on these specifically built stages for those. Like, come on, what are we doing?
It's tough out there to be a Mario fan, but it's also good too. But it's like it's also hard.
I don't want to sound ungrateful because I think the Mario tennis and golf games are great. Those are great games. Those are great inclusions. It's just there's so many good Mario games. Hell, there's some top tier Mario games that are still missing.
Okay.
Just on the Game Boy app. I'm not even going into Advance. You know what I mean? Like just the Game Boy alone, you're missing Mario Land 1, Wario Land 1, Wario Land 2, Donkey Kong 94 is missing. Super Mario Brothers Deluxe is missing. It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? But I like the inclusions. And I was just going to say, if they lean a little heavier into that, because look, with Rare on the table, N64 has a lot longer life than I thought. All right, because they're running out of first-party Nintendo games on 64. There's still a couple, but they're running out. But if Rare's on the table, you know, you just added Banjo-Tooie. You just added
the potential of them.
Diddy Kong. Yeah, the potential. Like Banjo-Tooie, Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64 is on the table. Gold or Killer Instinct Gold is on the table. Like there's a good amount of N64 games they can throw on there now. And I think that's kind of why we're not getting Rare Replay on Switch. Because we're getting the Rare Replay games through the service. So, but if they keep leaning into that, you know, keep adding to those, you know, give a good update every month, like once a month, a good big chunk updates to each of those. Because I'll be honest, once again, Game Boy Color. Why do we have a lot of Game Boy Colors compared to Game Boy Original? Dude, Game Boy Color doesn't have that many games. It had a shorter lifespan than the original Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the problem is most of Nintendo's first party for Game Boy Color is like licensed games. It's like licensed based on other properties. So like you're not going to get the Little Mermaid 2 Pinball Frenzy. Like that's not happening. So we're running out of first party Nintendo Game Boy Color games already because they are just shooting all those on there. But first party Game Boy games, I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, and I'm not even talking about the fact that they're still missing Pokemon spin-offs. Justin, pinball. They
don't want to give it to you yet. I don't know why, but well, I mean, I guess I kind of understand why. But yeah, they're not giving it to you. Not yet.
Pokemon Pinball, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. Give me more Puzzle League games.
Not yet. They said.
And then Game Boy Advance.
You said Street Fighter Cross, and he was like, "Get out, get out,
get out, get out." Tekken Cross.
Get out, get out. But yeah, no,
there's a lot of stuff they can still add. They can use those apps to prolong a lot of cool releases.
The issue
without
is
having the effort to remake them.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to put that kind of stuff in there, but it's also a thing about keeping, I guess, the relevancy of said app like live for a prolonged period of time, and I mean prolonged period of time. This goes into the talks about the future of like Nintendo as far as its like hardware in the future. Future where Switch is no longer as relevant, but the Switch Online is. Of course, that's a lot of just me just saying that and not really having anything backing behind that. But
yeah, I have a question, Justin. If one day, you know, because eventually Nintendo's going to tap out of games to put on there. There has to be a cutoff, right? Like, obviously they can keep making deals and they can keep getting really cool things on there, but like overall, there's got to be a cutoff somewhere.
There is. I've been trying to work on a Tanuki video about that. Cool. It's a lot of hypotheticals, a lot of like hearsays, and it boils down to this. It's going to be the exact same thing as PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, Xbox One to Xbox Series. That's exactly what they're going to be doing.
Yeah. And my question to you is, if they were to stop adding stuff to the service, but
demo,
you're signing up, you're signing up for this service and you're still getting access to these apps, but they're not going to update them anymore with new games. Do you think that's still worth the value?
It's tough because, you know, they want to keep this as a live service thing so people can continue to give them more money for said service. And as we talk about new like hardware stuff, you have to validate that too. But what if it's something where they don't want to let go like Switch sales yet? At least not yet. Because honestly, like when you look at like titles, obviously first party, third party, they're kind of like dropping off as far as like how much you can like optimize to it, where you're sacrificing visuals, you're sacrificing like frame rates here and there. Obviously the first parties like carry heavy with a lot of iconic characters, but you know, with more essentially bigger projects, you know, it requires a lot more resources to like fund like those innovations that you have in mind or we have like cooking. So it's really difficult to really say for certain what they want to do. Obviously they don't want to go tap out of the Switch entirely and move on to something else and cut that train car away. But
I mean,
yeah,
thinking and hoping that the next console is backwards compatible. Sure. Those apps are going to come with it.
Right.
Everything's coming with it. So what I'm trying to get at is if eventually, let's say there's no more NES games they can add, there's no more Super Nintendo games, there's no more Game Boy, there's no more N64, no more Genesis, no more Game Boy Advance. They're tapped out. They have added so many of those games on there already, but they're not getting rid of them. They're just on there.
Yeah.
Do you think the service is still like a good deal? Because I think it is. If I am paying for that service and I have access to all of these games without no like crazy like some of those games are ridiculously overpriced in real life. I think okay, like I think it's cool that I get to play these. Like,
I think
I don't know.
The average consumer may not see that, but Nintendo as a whole has this control about just like all the ways that people can have access to the game. So essentially, a whole third market will no longer be necessary when it comes to Nintendo's like games. So, like, in a future where you'll see the Switch on the Nintendo Switch Online in the way future, that's what they might be trying to do, is that they're just creating this large library so you don't have to go searching for it. Maybe.
Which would be cool. I think that's an interesting take. Really going into, like, the idea of, like, yeah, we're tapped out of all these consoles, but the next console that comes out, the Super Switch, I like calling it that, the Super Nintendo Switch.
Super, yeah.
What if GameCube is the next app?
Yeah, I was thinking, what if GameCube is the next one?
You know, or what if Nintendo makes a deal and gets Sega Master System, Sega Dreamcast? You know what I mean? Like, they can add more consoles to this. Genesis proves that they can go further than just Nintendo consoles.
Also, TurboGrafx.
Oh my god, dude, I would literally cry. Like, TurboGrafx games as a service with online multiplayer. Oh my god. I'd be so that Bomberman Online, baby. We in there. Like, East. Like, East Books 1 and 2, baby. Oh man, that would be so cool. That'd be really tight. But that would also be a big agreement with Konami since they own the TurboGrafx.
True.
But Konami's been willing to play ball. They let them put Castlevania Legends on Game Boy.
Yeah.
So
it'd be cool to see them like further down the line, the DS. And
the hard part about those consoles would be like,
how do you deal with the functionality? And that's gonna require something else that we don't have yet.
That's my problem. Is I would love DS games. Absolutely love DS games.
You take the Switch and you make it into like a slider, but it's like another. It's another screen.
On Wii U, that made sense.
On Wii U, it makes sense.
But that honestly, that was the best thing the Wii U had, in my opinion. The DS functionality was cool. I was like, no way, dude, this is awesome. But realistically, I don't know. But then at the same time, Nintendo also knows their IPs works. Like, do they really want to give you a bunch of those GameCube games on a service when they're just picking and choosing remakes and remasters, and they know it'll make money? Like, I personally think if you're gonna choose retro consoles to get on there, DS is probably the last one for Nintendo.
Sure.
I don't think GameCube, Wii U, those are all things they're gonna pick and choose, like ports. Even 3DS, they're not just gonna give you 3DS games like that. They're gonna pick and choose ports and remasters from those. So, take that with a grain of salt, but
yeah, that's just talks about the future of it for sure. But yeah, bottom line is that they're not willing to give a lot yet because they want to continue to slowly add more and more stuff.
Like how many retro games are actually on that service right now? Like
a fair number, I'm sure. And we're not even talking about region lock ones, or region variant ones, which kind of wish they didn't, but they did.
Yeah.
But those Fire Emblem, bro, I'm torn with that. I never got to play as Roy. Yeah, there's a fair number.
I'm looking at it right here. Let me see.
Oh, actually, while you're looking that up, did you see the crazy thing that they're doing with Lego and Mario Kart?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Like, yeah, that's kind of dangerous. That's like, oh, there goes my money.
Oh man.
That's
okay, rough. Real quick. I don't have a full exact number, but as of February 21st, 2024, there are 100 games available.
That's
it's a good amount.
Sure, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got exact estimates here. It's actually more than 100 games, technically. Because I have 67 Super Nintendo games if you're counting the special versions. So you have to remove those. Yeah, you have to remove some of the things from the numbers to make it a little lower, but 67 on Super Nintendo, 88 on NES. If you remove the specials, a lot less. N64's got 30. Genesis has 44, Game Boy Advance 14, and Game Boy 22. Again, there's a technicalities. Remove the specials and remove the Regent variants. So yeah, it's a little bit over 100 games on that service. And yes, Mario Kart Lego is dangerous. That's gonna sell gangbusters of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden, it
uses the Mario from the Mario set already.
So
I kind of wish they'd showed it though.
Yeah, because I'm almost like I want to see the product itself and decide whether or not I may or may not. All of a sudden,
I have only one Mario set, so
that'd be crazy. Oh my god, because I could extend out to multiple things. Like we could talk about. Actually, I think I might be confusing like, Mario Kart as a whole thing as what was the other what's the big renowned like racing toy company that has released a couple? It's Hot Wheels. It's Hot Wheels. Because yeah. So I'm thinking about like what they can do instead of just make them like just little guys that have like race cars that you can maybe roll around. Like how can you expand on that? And that would end up becoming racetracks. So I was imagining walking into your game room and all of a sudden I'm just welcome to just like cars just like perpetually like going around a circuit.
Oh my god. I still need to get Tor.
Oh yeah,
that's not Tor. Home circuit.
Home circuit. Okay, yeah.
I still would love to get home circuit so that we can you, me, and Anaya can just like really go ham on a design.
Mm-hmm.
And we can make video content off of that. That'd be super cool.
That'd be
now we need at least the Mario and the Luigi kart. Because they made sure to update that game with split screen. So technically we only need one game and one Switch to do 2 carts.
Mm.
But would be pretty tight. It would be pretty tight. But yeah, other than that, dog, I don't know what else. Mario Day was cool.
Yeah, it was alright.
Excited to see. Oh wait, you know what? I did want to bring up something. You know what? I lied. It's something that's kind of scary because it happened and people are now understanding why digital is a little scary.
Is it not Warner Brothers?
It's not. It involves PlayStation because
what's PlayStation doing? Oh god.
They accidentally put up the demo for Stellar Blade.
Oh, right. Ibrahim was talking about this.
And it was not supposed to be up yet. And they were able to just push a quick license update. You didn't even need to have your console on. And they removed that access real fast.
Oh boy.
That's literally all they have to do. It's in the agreement when you buy a digital game that they can just do that.
Yeah, that's really difficult. That's tough because when you for the customer, you buy the digital game, you just play anytime you want, but it's usually when you buy it within that time frame and you're good and you might revisit it later on. And also ideally, the company wouldn't like revoke it at any point, but it's done that before for like individuals or for the masses as a whole. So
yep. The whole Fallout 4 debacle of Xbox. Remember when they accidentally put Fallout 4, the price error was $0, so people claimed it for free. This is when Fallout 4 was new. And then Xbox and Bethesda put out that license agreement update, and that was it. Stopped access to anybody, and they just gave everybody $10 refund.
Oh, it was $10, but yeah.
PlayStation was like, nah, you just ain't playing this.
You ain't playing the demo, but at least we know that there's a demo that's, waiting. People got the footage that they needed.
Technically, you could still play it if you kept your if you downloaded it and then immediately keep your PlayStation 5 to offline mode. Yep.
At least there's that. We live in a time where games are constantly getting constant updates. So,
but it's like it's a scary feeling. Like they could just do that. Like
right.
The future scares me, man.
Yeah. Well, it's always there, but hence why we always push for like the physical aspect of it. There's obviously definite conveniences for digital and validations for that, but if possible, physical.
Yep. I'll always love my big physical collection. But yeah, other than that, that's all really.
Little Big Collection. That sounds like a great title for Little Big Planet.
Little Big Collection. Oh, hey, wait a minute.
Sony,
hit us up. Sony, hit us up.
Hire us immediately. Just don't lay us off, please. I swear.
Oh my god. That's a good jab. But before we end this, Justin.
Yep.
Before we end this, a quick update.
What's going on?
Without spoiling it, where are you in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth?
I got my fatigues on. I'm ready to do some performances.
Okay. I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay.
I am 100%ing what I can, and so I went back. I did the hard mode for Forward Condor. I just gotta beat bitch ass Chadley's like challenges.
I was struggling with that third hard mode. That was kind of rough, but I got through it.
Dude, oh my god.
I think it's because the way that they space out like the units and the unit types throughout the entirety. 4 was not too bad because they kind of threw it all at once, and then like once you get through that, then you can like have all the units like go in. And you don't have to worry about anything else.
So you must be a Fort Condor god, because I was struggling with 4. 4 was the one that gave me so many problems, both normal and hard mode.
No,
like
normal is pretty difficult.
Having that thing.
Yeah, the time thing sucks.
Yeah, like what kind of Kingdom Hearts ass like gimmick is that? Like,
I tried out some of the units and I found that like I really love the ballista units because they end up just being like funneling like blockers. But then they also had like the added use of just placing it right in front of the boss, and then you could just like let it fire intermittently just for some damage here and there. But yeah, those neutral units, on top of like them giving you different types, like in the mix where like, oh, you have a elite ranger, well, I'll just give you like a red like trooper to deal with, and it's like, oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like Fort Condor. It's fun.
It's fun. I definitely love Queen's Blood just a little bit more, just because it's faster.
I know. Square Enix is that company that they love to throw useless shit into their RPGs. I swear to God. They love throwing so many things that are not RPG in there. But, people like it. It's a good break from the normal game. Like, it happens.
Gotcha.
But I'm still on chapter 4. I'm going to beat Chadley's challenges that I have left for him to do on the combat simulator. And then... Yeah, I'm pretty much ready to progress the story.
Yeah.
Finally.
I should warn you that there's still a couple other things like left in chapter 4 before you leave chapter 4. Well, no.
Yeah, actually, no, there's a ton.
No, sorry. When you go above.
Yeah.
Because once you go above, once you go above, you can't go back for a little bit. So, but
that's
once
what I thought.
Right. So as long as you got the side quests like done, then you should be all right.
Yeah, I have the map completed. Like it's the info's done.
Oh, cool.
I'm just gonna do Chadley's thing. Like I just need to do his combat challenges that I opened up in the Juon region, and then I'm ready to go.
I did not do the piano thing purposely on stream. I skipped that. I was like, nah, I'm not getting copyrighted again.
Oh, I see what you mean. I got the star rating on that.
Nice.
Yeah, I got the star rating. I'm gonna try to get the star rating on all the piano challenges.
I hope that I didn't just skip out on the tutorial one. And
I like rhythm games, and it kind of reminds me of Theater Rhythm with the way you have to flick the sticks. So I was like, oh wow, that's a little cute callback. But yeah, other than that, I just wanted to see where we're at in terms of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking my sweet time on that one, just going through all the different things. I definitely am just a big fan of the combat, but all these little things have just been grabbing me, so I've never really felt a reason to just skip it. It's all it's nice little nods to the character developments here and there, if not just some additional information about said characters. And it also just kind of creates the world and makes it a little bit more alive, just because people are going about their day. You've done the quest with Salmon, right?
The dog?
The dog, yeah.
The doggo? Yeah. That
was a nice one.
Unnecessarily hits too hard. Like
it's good.
Like I was like, okay, doggy, like okay, puppers. We really like getting down.
Mm-hmm. And then the frog minigame.
Oh my god.
Straight out of Fall Guys.
Straight out of Fall Guys, dude. I got the perfect rating, but I was like, oh god.
It got kind of rough. It kind of got rough.
The controls on that is not fun, but I did it.
Yeah.
It was fun. I did it.
Yeah, I like those minigames too. Well, we'll see if I'll like them like in the future. Who knows if I'll come across one that I'll hate. I do know of one that people are like pulling their hairs out for, but that's later.
I'm a little scared. If they add the Shinra block thing again, I'm gonna kill myself. Like,
what was the Shinra block thing?
Do you remember in intermission?
You break the targets. Oh, dude! I
hated that.
I think I saw.
I
that,
never even.
But yeah,
I never even actually finished an intermission. I was going to, but then I was like, man, I want to play Rebirth, and so I didn't do it.
Oh, I think I did. I don't remember if I got the full score or I just like walked out of it. That one was a real tough one. So if they do incorporate it, hopefully they've learned from that and really want to work with. If you want to break them faster, just work on combos and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. That would be ideal, but I don't know.
I also just don't want that either, so I get it.
I'm gonna just guess as which hard one it is. Is it anything in the gold saucer?
No.
Okay, then I don't want to know because I thought it was gold saucer stuff.
Okay. Nah. But
I thought it was Chocobo Racing because Chocobo Racing in the original is kind of tough.
I would look forward to that, but it's not that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It is something you've done before in remake.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the weightlifting thing?
I mean, it's not weightlifting.
But it's
related, yeah.
Style. Yeah. Oh my god. I had such a hard time with Tifa's in the remake one.
Oh yeah, like the pull-ups.
Yeah, the pull-ups had me stressing, dude.
It was rough. But yeah, look forward to that one.
Oh man. God, yeah. I love that game, dude. Rebirth. I don't know what game this year is gonna top Rebirth for me, dude. That's how much I think that game is that good.
It's really good, dude. It's weird that like people. I mean, obviously, people have different opinions about like how the game feels more padded because of all these different things. But although you could just like beeline straight through, but I don't want to skip it either.
Yeah, like the thing is, I'm complaining that there's a lot of like random useless things that Square Enix just loves to do, right? But at the same time, I'm also playing it, so I don't know, like
is it actually kind of good though?
Like, is it cool? Is it bad? I don't know.
Because I love Queen's Blood now.
No, I don't like Queen's Blood, but that's a me thing. I'm just bad at it. I'm terrible at it. I don't really want to customize my things. I feel like I'm wasting my time.
I get you.
But at the same time, it does feel good when you're like, aha, I got him. Like,
yeah. I think I figured out my current strat, but it's gonna change when everyone changes theirs.
Yeah, I was gonna say the board gets bigger, right?
I don't think the board gets bigger. It's just like you have more unique cards to fight against, and you usually have the more simplistic deck.
I don't want to be that guy, but if you go into the cards and you see some of their data and what they can do, did you see that they can expand on certain things like 5 layers?
Yeah, but I was like, that's what I thought too. But then you could still use them. It's just that like. That's just
no. You can still use them. It's just I think later in the game it's going to be like up to 5 lanes instead of 3.
That sounds intense, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. I just see those as like, okay, well, depending on where you place it from top or bottom, like row, like they will apply to certain ones respectively, but they will not be applied at the same time just because of where they're placed. That's how I see it. But you might be right about that because thankfully I haven't gotten spoiled on that. I still got hit.
I have not gotten spoiled on that. Yeah, I'm just assuming.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because while we do a lot of our time just playing through, just like at our own pacing, people are talking already about like the end game stuff, and the longer you wait, the more you're going to be exposed, most likely. I've already got that exposure too, so
I'm trying really hard to not look and stuff like that. So I'm not really like I don't follow too much Final Fantasy like X. So
yeah. I see it on YouTube. It sucks. Like it's only because I've had a similar pattern of like looking up like other things from other games. So these fellow like channels or similar ones will post like boss battle stuff if you get that, and it's like, oh, of course they did. Of course they showed me the last one.
Oh yeah, don't tell me then. Yeah, but
for sure I won't.
Yeah, it's really good, dude. Like that game is really good. I'm not even mad how long it's taking me to get through it. Like that's how good that game is.
What are you at? Like 19, 20 hours?
Yep.
Yeah, same.
19, 20-ish hours, and I'm barely going to progress through chapter 4.
Yeah.
Granted, the remake has 18 chapters. This one only has 14. So, but I mean, the chapters
really?
are like...
They're like filled.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I'm also very appreciative that not every chapter is an open zone.
Yeah.
I'm very appreciative about that, because then it makes me like, oh, okay, I can take a break from having to do all this open world stuff and then go back to it.
Yeah. I really love the Mithril Mines, for example.
Yeah, the game has this really good tendency of like making sure you're not completely always like getting bored of the open world stuff.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what it is. Like I haven't been this like intrigued since Tears of the Kingdom. Like
that's interesting too, because like Tears of the Kingdom, I know that Breath of the Wild, for example, was just exploration with some story bits. I never got tired of that one, but that's just me. But I think the way that they designed Rebirth was so intentional on that pacing. So a lot of people might complain that there's a lot of like mini games, but that's because like they're trying to ease out of like combat here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Give you opportunities to build up your stuff, and never get bored.
At the same time, though, I'm just like, I really love the idea of just like, I think for me, it's like the collector, like the 100% completionist in me is just like, man, it's so easy to track everything that you're doing. That's what
nice.
I like.
That's nice.
It's not this thing where I'm like, I'm exploring like crazy and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Oh, do I really have to find all this? And it's like, no, everything is set for you. If you want to do it, go do it. If you don't, then don't. Like it's up to you. And then it's like, it's easy for me to clear sections and go, all right, I'm done here. Next one. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I like about it. It's that they designed it in a way for my brain to go, oh man, I gotta complete this. So there's a finish line.
Yeah.
There's a finish line, and I can see it. Like, so I like it. I like it a lot.
And if I had any takeaways to say to everybody as far as like how to like effectively play through the game, definitely use the synergy abilities.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I don't use those often, but I realize that I probably should.
Some like obviously some like help with building ATB. Some just like do dummy damage for no reason.
Some of them do. Who's your current party? You can tell me if you have more characters than normal.
I still have the same. As you have.
Because I was like, my team is literally Cloud, Aerith, Tifa. Like
the game has done a good job with me just to get intrigued with different characters at different times, especially with their weapons. So
I made sure that all of the weapons that are currently available, I have all the proficiencies done. But like every time I get a new weapon, I don't care if it ruins my stats, I'll use it to get the proficiency and then go back.
Yeah, that's what I try to get, those proficiencies before I change up. But right now, like I had like Cloud, Barret, and Tifa because the synergies were like really working out with that.
No, you know what? Barrett's a really good character. So
yeah,
like I contemplated it.
Yeah, he has the that current weapon where you can change your bullets into like particular staggering ones, and I was like, this changes a lot. But then Aerith got her really Radiant Ward, and like that lets her like.
That's why I kept her.
Yeah,
that's why I saved her, dude.
All of a sudden, she's shooting like laser beams.
Oh my god, dude! Okay, freaking I was running Tifa and Red 13 for the longest time. I realized that Red 13, I'm too dumb to play Red 13. Like, like I don't want to activate Vengeance mode and do all this other stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try Aerith now that she has this. What's Radiant Ward? Because that's one of the proficiencies. So I was like, I gotta check this out. I gotta use it. Once I realized what it was, I was like, oh Lord, I'm keeping her. I'm keeping her. Also, my Cloud is taking way long to upgrade his magic because I gave him the doubles.
The doubles?
Yeah, so there's materia that specifically is for fire and blizzard together, and then there's one for thunder.
Yeah. I
Arrow
like those ones
together. And so it takes a lot longer to level them up, but it means you're not wasting too many slots getting all this magic.
Fair, yeah.
So I my Cloud doesn't have too much magic that I can use, but the rest of my characters do. So I'm like, you guys do you. I was like, you support me with magic, I'll be fine. Like
there's some stuff in the folio that allow you to not only get like synergy abilities, but also give you like specialized abilities that act like your spells, but with different effects to those. So there's one called Snow Flurry that Cloud can use, and it's super useful against those that get staggered by ice magic. Because Snow Flurry bounces off to different like enemies when applicable, and so you just hear that pressuring sound effect go off, and you're like, oh, it's on now. So it's super useful, not just to not expend NP, but also because like they have certain effects. Also, the enemy skill material is so good.
Yeah,
that so sonic boom, soothing breeze.
I don't remove assess, and I don't remove enemy skill material. Like I that stays. Like
yeah, it's too good.
Yeah, we stand that. That stays on me. Mm-hmm. Which is funny because I didn't realize assess was going to be such a huge part to get the side content done.
Yeah.
In this game, I usually am not a person to care about assess. I'm not.
I kind of like using it just to read up on the context of the enemies.
But see, I don't know. Like I was like, I'll figure it out. Like on my own.
Oh, fair.
But I realized, like, they really want you to use it. Like, Chadley will literally not let you do challenges unless you assess a certain amount of enemies, and I can't stand Chadley, but like
Cloud.
Just another Chadley. Reason to hate him. And Mai's even worse. Like,
thankfully, Mai doesn't show up too much.
Thank God. But Chadley does. Talk about a character that shouldn't have been in the game. Am I right, fellow gamer? Nuns.
No, hold on. I remember Barry was saying, like, you got a soft spot for the Merc. Annoyance levels have risen. I'm over here like, that's because you saw him in a dress. Oh my. I'm sorry, miss. What are these feelings I'm reading?
What are these feelings?
He's a character for sure. He's also probably going to be a secret boss somewhere later down the line. I feel it.
Third game, I promise.
He's going to go off. Oh, that's going to make me sad too. But he's going to go off Inge. He's going to go full like evil.
I hope so. Then it'd give me a reason to kick his ass. Dude scares the hell out of me when he talks to my controller, man.
Oh, you have it set to that? I made sure so that like everyone can hear it. I just moved to the speakers.
Because you're streaming it. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I have it set to my controller. I feel like it's really cool when the DualSense actually is used for its features.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm like, oh man, this is kind of tight. Like
that is really cool too.
Considering 15 or 16 hardly use the DualSense. This one actually uses a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much, but it uses it.
And then we can talk about how the Switch Pro controller technically has that. It doesn't use it a lot, but does have it.
No.
But yeah, when I heard that go off during like Super Mario Bros. Wonder, that was crazy. I was like, what the hell? Why is it making that sound whenever I'm like going on those like auto scrolling rails?
Yep.
That was wild.
But other than that, yeah. That's the week. As you guys can tell, there really wasn't much this week. Like Mario Day is pretty cool.
Mario Day is pretty cool.
But like the fact that we had to extend this with Final Fantasy can tell you a lot.
But hey, listen, I was totally down to talk about Final Fantasy. It just felt weird if Mark was still here. Like, oh man, my fault.
See, that's why I didn't want to say it, but that's why I brought it up. Because he's not here.
Oh, I see.
And I like to talk. I want to talk about the game a little bit. You know.
Yeah,
like,
I feel it.
It's because it's like the Mark doesn't care about Tears of the Kingdom. We were able to talk about that freely in the chat.
That's true.
I can't just completely go in. Like I've been sending messages here and there, but I purposely don't say anything about like story or something. Like
right. Because like he wants to really enjoy that too.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it. I feel the struggle. You know.
Yeah, it's crazy because the PlayStation 5 is technically like halfway through its like life cycle, or at least according to PlayStation. So it's like, okay, well, what's the next thing? Well, PlayStation 5 Pro or like...
Isn't it going to be 4 years this year already?
I think so, yeah. 2020. Yeah, that's... Late 2020.
Crazy.
Xbox and PlayStation.
Like, that to me is unreal. Like, How are we so?
I'm still floored over the fact that we still get Xbox One and PlayStation 4 support. We still get those game releases. It's wild. Those are going to be stacked libraries for people looking back.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my PlayStation 4 collection. Oh, Jesus.
God damn, dude. Like, but anyways, yeah, that's it. I don't got anything else unless you got something else. I mean, we're kind of really
you know
far
what?
into this.
I will say, guys, if you guys would, please by all means support the Tanuki channel, !mark Tanuki, but also look up Tanuki Media Official on YouTube. I'm still currently working on a video right now with that. It actually has something to do with what I was talking about with the Nintendo Switch stuff, but it's more over because the 7th birthday of the Nintendo Switch was like the week before. So yeah, I think it's time to make a video about that. But other videos like coming on the way over here on the DangIT channel, we do have what I'm trying to work on is a kind of much more of a merging of all the different content like platforms from YouTube to Twitch to TikTok. And I'm just trying to see if that could work because of the recent TikTok ban bill. Which I can just quickly recap. It's essentially, if the owner ByteDance of for TikTok doesn't sell TikTok if this bill's approved, then TikTok will then be banned from the U.S. It got passed like through the House, and now it's like on to Senate. And if Senate passes it through, Biden will straight up sign it on. And he said that, so it's like, okay, well, if that's the case. And if ByteDance doesn't sell it, then my content is now going to be gone, essentially.
Yep.
So that's why I'm trying to do the merge now, and it's just taking a little bit. There's a lot of setting up to do. I actually have this thing set up so I can try to multi-stream from like Twitch and YouTube together, but I wasn't too confident on my setup yet to do it, so it's still on Twitch right now, and that's gonna be the same thing with like TikTok stuff. So that's just an FYI. Nothing really changes otherwise, but. Alrighty, I think that's everything else. Unless yeah.
So, I just realized I beat To the Moon on the backlog stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
cool. I beat it. Yeah, went way farther than I needed to be streaming, but you know what? I didn't want to have another week where I got to play it. Like I wanted to really like sit down and finish it. And what a unique little game! It made me sad. It made me happy. It made me like cry. It made me scared. It gave me so many emotions, and like it's such a unique experience. Like I don't want to really talk about it too much because if I give any story spoilers away, it basically ruins the whole point,
the whole adventure.
But I streamed it and it was really cool. It was a really good game.
Are there any other games made by that developer?
Yes, they made actually games that are in that universe.
Oh,
because it's based on the doctors in that game because they're this is just one of their jobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let me look up the games because apparently there's a sequel. The official sequel to this game is on Switch.
Oh.
It's called Finding Paradise. It is on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I see it. To the Moon, Finding Paradise, and Imposter Factory.
Imposter Factory is not on consoles yet.
Crazy. But all right.
But Finding Paradise is a game that is a technical sequel to this game. Because again, it's just the two doctors like fulfilling someone else's wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I saw like the look of the game, and it's crazy how something like that. It feels like it's made with a certain engine that's available for
RPG Maker.
Yeah.
100% uses RPG Maker, but
it's so good because just like how they designed it. Yeah, there was something else I want to mention.
Yeah.
Now that we're on that topic there. Maybe not. I don't think I remember that. But yeah, okay. How are we still going, says Mark? Yeah, we're still here. We're probably gonna wrap up though.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up right now.
All right. I guess if that's
Other
it.
than that, that's it.
Yeah, all right. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for us. I appreciate everyone for tuning in for this one. This has been sorry, real quick. I wanted to get y'all commissioned as the Pillarman. I appreciate that. I'd love to see that.
That'd be so good. I call ICDC. I'm just saying.
What? Can you
see, I don't think I can do anime references. I can do it.
Can you draw me, but like draw me as like Lil Nas X instead?
What?
I think he could fit as a Pillarman.
Oh my god. Oh, good lord.
Okay, so that's it for us, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this episode of DangIT Prodcast. It's episode 497. My name is Justin. And Mark
My
left.
name is Philip.
Thanks for watching, everybody. #bye, everybody.